Can you say something real quick, Linger?
Something.
Are you intentionally screwing with your mic right now, or is that like
Yes, that was a little bit intentional. Okay.
Okay. Alrighty, sorry. I just wanted to be sure because it sounded like you were messing with your mic, and I wasn't sure if you were.
I had moved it up to my lips.
Ah, all right. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were just fucking
What, like
with
this?
me.
Yes, exactly.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Hang on. Sorry, I'm finding one. There's one. I actually have all my shit together for this session.
For the first time in forever.
I know. I'm just trying to find the last token. A single token. Where did I? Did I?
Singular token. Must be the last one of the
There we
season.
go. There we go. Alrighty.
Next
Everyone ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Can you quickly remind me what the insects are on the tree? Butterflies, right?
Moths. Butterflies and
Moths.
moths.
Okay.
While they are technically moving, their perception of time is outside of this reality.
Yep, I remember that part. Are they in any way tied to Stellae?
The goddess,
Dusk and Dawn, represented by moths.
partially. That it. Yes and no.
Yes, and
Dusk and Dawn is kind of a temporal concept, so there is a little bit of overlap there. Days and nights and whatnot.
All right. Well,
Did you have to leave early last session, Gold?
me? No.
Okay, sorry, I just don't notice your. Hang on, I need to reload Rule 20. All right, if everyone's ready, let's get started.
Dookie.
Yeah, his token is on the map for us either.
Did I just not
I can see
drag
mine.
my token?
Yeah, no, I can see you and myself. And the
Make
pocket.
sure everyone had the benefit of a long rest, so you guys should all be at max HP.
Oh, I see the problem. I'm in the wrong roll 20.
Yeah, that might.
Star Wars one.
Get over here.
Where the fuck's my coaster?
Aaron's probably wondering when we got to space or something.
Where the fuck are we?
There's my
in the
there's-
astral plane.
There's my coaster. Alrighty.
Get over here.
When last we left off, our intrepid band of adventurers had sailed north to the kingdom of Lund, and had arrived at the city of Lanchester. The city is calm and at peace, but it's certainly a different feel than the warm, sunny tropics of Florency. Here, the rugged, it is gloomy, rainy, and a northern chill hangs in the air. The prophet directed you to a secret seaside cave, magically hidden from the outside world. Stepping inside, you after many weeks and months have finally reunited with the man who freed your souls from Dagos's grasp, or at least set you free from it for a time.
Alright, one moment. I need to go grab my rice.
Within this small sanctuary, a white tree of blinding divine light is seen. This tree, represents a fragment of Aegon's power, the god of time. It shields this cave from those who would oppose you all. This is perhaps the only true sanctuary for you all in the material plane. Your reunion with the prophet is not a particularly warm one. The man is distant, has struck you as distant at the best of times. But even still, there is a very faint grin on his face when all of you approach. It is good to see you all again, and I do see you in my own way. Each of you are a wound a wound in reality that must be healed.
Can you drag me into the map? I can't for some reason.
Yeah, I was trying to do that earlier. I couldn't.
Really?
He's
Yeah,
non-existent.
I can do
Is
the
it
others. That's why I reloaded. I thought,
What the?
oh,
frick?
you don't have you don't have a default token.
Roll
Oh.
20 must have gotten rid of his token.
Oh, I'll see about fixing that.
Yeah.
This should be functional. There. No. That doesn't. I'll fix it. Continue on with the narration. Assume Ahran is just sneakily crouching somewhere.
Anyway, sorry. You are each of you a wound in this plane. A wound which cannot endure for long, and should not exist. But in time, we may yet bind this wound. Tell me, what has transpired while we have been away? My sight my sight to your activities has been limited.
Ahran will do his best to catch up the priest on the events of the battle in Florenzi and all that.
We killed some slavers, some cultists, got to a city, killed even more slavers and cultists, had a rest, and then sailed here. Oh, and we passed by a giant crater too.
Yeah, we got a first. What was the name of the city that had gotten yoinked?
Son of a bitch.
Menya.
Thank you.
All right.
My notes are long and disorganized.
All right.
Yeah, mine are.
Ahran will say we passed by the ruins of Menya. It had been assaulted as Florenzi was. Unfortunately, there was no one there with the power to defend it.
Such will be the fate of many more. Dagos' schemes are advancing quickly. The attacks upon Florenzi and Menya have not occurred in isolation. There have been some victories against his forces. But even still, many lives have already been lost. It will not take long for the tide to change. In cities distant from the conflicts, such as here in Lanchester, word has yet to arise. But it is a shroud that will fall swiftly.
I believe you mentioned something about how the enemy would have agents who would work against us. Yes.
Indeed. There are some in this city, though I do not know whom.
Alright. Pity that. If we knew who, we could see about removing them from the equation.
Our enemy is no longer interested in remaining in the shadows. The pieces are in play across the world. They will not remain hidden long.
Well, that's their mistake then.
Indeed. You see, his pale, blind eyes seem to look to each of you, catching your gaze. He seems to see with a degree of clarity that should not be possible for a blind man.
I mean,
He looks.
he's like some sort of champion of his god. Ahran expects nonsense.
Yeah. His eyes do fall upon Nyullrin, who is still kneeling and clearly distraught. Son of Nyullrin, steel yourself. Your strength is still needed. There is still time to prevent. His eyes, his gaze shifts towards the tree, and some of the fallen moths, as he just says, It is not the time yet. It is not a time yet to mourn. It is good that you are all here. It means we can begin. You see him slowly grab hold of a walking stick beside him as he kind of shakily gets to a standing position. He approaches all of you as he says, Our war will be a long one, and there will be much sacrifice before it ends. But not all sacrifices should go unrewarded. You see his expression shift from a sort of true neutral to a slight bit of worry or dismay, very briefly, before he continues. The time has come to rescue an old friend. I need not remind you all that Adanza still remains trapped within Dagos's realm. She yet lives, suffering, torture beyond imagining, for her aid in our escape.
Do you want us to raid Dagos's realm and rescue her?
Indeed. I believe you have all grown strong. And I will accompany you in spirit to both open the way and to open the door for your return.
Hearing Adanza's name, Nyullrin finally gets up from his knees, turns his back to the tree, and holds his hammer in both hands. I am ready.
He looks to the... Go ahead.
Dirk will just crack his neck, rolling it a bit, and smile. It'll be good to go back there and finish up some unfinished... clean up some unfinished business.
The prophet raises a hand in a calming motion as he just says, restrain yourself for a time, Dirk. There will be time enough for vengeance. For now, we must focus on freeing Adanza. I will, but do not dismay. There will come a time there will become a time when we no longer remain defensive. We will take the fight to him.
All right. What is the plan then?
Adanza is being kept in a mausoleum. She, alongside countless other mortals who have angered Dagos personally, are kept alive in a state of suspended animation. Creatures called Dream Weavers inflict tortures upon her mind. We will enter the mausoleum, find her, and set her free. And once that is done, we will leave. If all goes well, they will never know we were there. Discretion and speed will serve us better than valor this time.
All right. And what if we cannot reach her?
If we cannot save her, that will not be a concern. I will open the portal to near the base of the mausoleum. It will not. There will not be a guard, save for its warden. Avoid their ire, and there will be no problems. There should be no complications.
And the portal will remain open for us to return through, or you will open a fresh one?
I will open a fresh one.
Wonderful.
My spirit will accompany you to his realm. I had hoped, returning to the material plane, that my strength may yet return.
Has it?
Yet, it has not. Alas, I will be but an observer. But should the tide turn against you, I will open the door for your escape. But move swiftly. It cannot remain for long.
So be it. All right, we shall fast and don't get noticed by the warden is the plan.
Fast and furious.
3.
He motions for you all to follow as he makes his way through a little further into the cave. Back closer towards the entrance, there is a runic circle upon the ground. His hand extends outward with 3 fingers towards it. He begins casting a ritual spell, speaking in an arcane language, as a small blue portal opens over the circle. He steps
your
back.
gateway.
This gateway was here when I arrived. It seems this place was destined for us. It will serve our purposes in the war very well.
Advantages of having a god of time as a patron.
Oh, this is our new hovel. He just looks around.
Nyullrin kind of smirks at Ahran's statement.
He simply says, "Plans within plans." We do not it is not the place of mortals to know how the sands of the hourglass will. I can only
Rightly
wonder.
so.
Yeah, I can only wonder who forged this place, this hidden alcove. And for what purpose? But such pondering will be best served for later. He motions towards the portal as he just says, "If you have, do you? Let us move swiftly."
All right. Before we go, can you tell us anything of this guardian?
Alas, I cannot. This is not the only mausoleum of such a caliber. Each one has its own warden. I can only tell you that it is that the demon will be powerful, but should not be insurmountable. These are a relatively low posting. It would not be left to a creature of great significance. But even still, tread carefully. There is no such thing as all demons are dangerous.
Alright then.
Ooh, I just noticed something that would have been a really big fuck up. Wait, why isn't it? Hang on, sorry. I forgot something and I'm just I'm fiddling with light layer for something. Okay, we're good. All right. As you all step through the portal, you feel vertigo and nausea as you are transported through the planes and dimensions. Reality shifts and spins around you, and an uncomfortable, unholy chill rocks your body. A cold that seeps to the deepest part of your soul. As though chilled hands have just grasped hold of your heart in their icy embrace.
This place makes
Achoo!
Lund seem positively tropical.
Bless you.
Ahran will cast Pass Without Trace and ward us from the gaze of whatever the fuck. Where should I drag myself down?
Give me a second. My music. I had a better song for this, and it's not on right now.
Does anyone know what level 6 is considered in world?
What?
Power level relatively. So going off of long established tradition, levels 1 through 5 are local heroes. Level 6 and up is Heroes of the Realm. Level 10 and up is like World. No,
Bottom right of the map, please.
bottom right of the map.
The portal opens in a twisted grove of dead and decaying trees. Snow falls around you. The sky, an endless expanse of floating islands, rocks, and chains. Portals and wormholes dragging stone, dirt, and earth into the realm. The whole area just feels quiet. It feels dead.
This place always sucks no matter how many times we come back to it.
Let's try not to make it a habit.
I doubt that shall change anytime soon.
Ahead of you, you see a massive stone structure. Carved etchings along its face show images of humanoids of all races kneeling in various states of agony and supposition. Massive statues of demons and twisted monstrosities adorn every surface. The walls and their eyes seem to almost stare into you. It is empty here. Quiet, save for the sound of snow, the gentle trickle of snow tapping against landing against the stone, and the howling of the wind.
Hmm.
Well, shall we?
I suppose we must. Prophet, where are you?
I am here. You hear his voice echo before you see a faint apparition appear beside you.
Ah. Good.
Even here in spirit form, I feel the darkness and malice that radiates from this place.
And as long as the darkness and malice feel our presence, I'm fine.
Let us hope the Lady of Shadows shows favor to us this.
Let us hope.
You guys move freely. He is, as he has said, he is just a passive observer. He cannot directly interact with most things. You approach a massive stone door. Every surface of it exquisitely carved with immaculate craftsmanship. Horrible images of snarling demon heads, infernal runes, and scenes I would not dare describe. I would need everyone to quickly give me a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Oh, GA.
Before people do that, who is within 5 feet of me?
5
think
feet,
we
not
all-
me.
Aaron is.
Well, you are. You get a bonus.
Yeah, that's because
How
you
much?
just moved.
How
Oh,
big
it's
is
10
the
feet
dwarf?
of me. No, all of you are fine. It's 10 feet of me, and it's my charisma bonus, which is +4. So you get a +4 on your roll.
Okay.
Ha! Okay.
Kablam.
21.
You all feel a sort of a bit of vertigo. Your vision seems to almost shake and pull forward and back. Reality spins a moment, and a bit of fear kind of runs up throughout you all, but very quickly subsides.
Prophet, you said that the warden of this place weaves nightmares to afflict the prisoners?
Indeed.
Hmm.
Their influence radiates from this place.
I
Be
see.
careful. Be careful. You do not fall under her. Be careful. You do not fall under their sway.
Go in the front door, or that?
Don't.
Sorry, it should be noted. Sorry, I need to clarify something because the mausoleum is built into a cliff face.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting in any other way.
Right then. Dirk, if you would.
Pleasure. And he will walk up and begin to push the door open.
I
I'll
will
help him
need
out.
strength check, please, both of you. Aaron, you probably want to get in on this as well.
Any little bird arms will try and help out.
God damn it!
Oof. Bulin, help.
Every single time Dirk tries to prove his strength, he's like, nope.
Can we get Bulin in on this too?
I'll let that be for advantage.
Dirk, you want to take the advantage?
I was going to say, Aaron would probably be better off helping than actually pushing himself.
Sure.
You're
That's better.
all right. That is. What is that? That's
17 plus
31.
14. Yep, 31.
All right, that passes. The massive stone faces slowly pull back, sliding. At first, you assumed it to be a push or pull door, but you do realize it is actually a sliding door. Dirk, you grab one side, Nyullrin the other as you both pull. The stone slides back, revealing a massive chamber stretched out before. Tall banners adorned with Dagos's accursed sign flutter from the rafters. Gargoyles, carvings adorn every surface. And throughout the entire length of the room, heavy stone tables lay in rows and columns. And resting upon each of them seems to be a figure wrapped in webbing.
Stick close to me. This single grain of power Agon has granted me should be enough to protect us from these nightmares.
Ugh.
The prophet's spirit says, I can sense she is here, but I cannot determine which of these is her.
Is there anything sticking out from the wrappings at all of the afflicted?
Everyone go ahead and roll an investigation / perception check.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh boy.
Unnatural 20.
Nyullrin?
Searching for it. Yuck.
Ahran, Nyullrin, none of you notice as... Dirk, as you begin searching over one of the tables, you notice an etching on the side. Looking at it, it looks like each table has a unique etching, likely a name. Unfortunately, it is written in Infernal, and you also just generally cannot read, so... But the rest of you, as you begin entering and begin looking around, Ahran, Nyullrin, you quickly see something horrifying which draws all of your attention. Resting upon the faces of these enwebbed individuals are massive spiders, about the size of larger than a human head. Their spinnerets and legs spinning and weaving nightmares and dreams into their entrapped victims.
What the fuck?
They seem almost fused against them, in webbing themselves. Where the webbing begins and where the spider begins is almost impossible to discern. But it is there.
Aaron looks less like horrified and more kind of like, "Ew, I hate," like he's looking at a particularly unpleasant broccoli.
Dirk would
Nyullrin-
also see this, but
Oh, no shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nyullrin turns to the ghost of the prophet. Is there any way we can free these people?
He says there is, but it is not a practical solution. These creatures, his ghostly appendage doesn't really end in a hand. His whole his whole apparition barely has absolutely no features. But you can tell his arm gestures over them as they are dream weavers. Their physical body, lesser demons that exist solely to inflict torture upon Deus's victims. They enweb their victims, and their spirits enter into their victims' minds, destroying
fucked
their
up.
Yes, you can destroy their physical body, and yet their spirit will still remain within their victim. The only way to exercise is to enter the minds of those trapped within. You have already observed that I have entered your dreams. When we find Adanza, I will bring you into hers.
Pity they're not dead. I could bring about a little bit.
Oh, you're coming in chunky.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Aaron?
Pity they're not undead. I could do something about that a bit easier.
Indeed.
Anyways, where is Adanza? Do we see any Leonin fur sticking out from between these webbings?
All right. Here's what we're going to do. Each of you guys pick a row to go through and give me an investigation check.
Oh, joy. I'll get
Oh,
this
boy.
one. I'll get the middle.
Alright.
An investigation. Oh, joy. One of my best skills.
Well, I'll take the
Investigation.
second roll.
You know what? Yeah, investigation
You
or
s-
medicine.
Oh, medicine.
Medicine.
Can I roll medicine?
Yeah, you can retroactive. Sorry about that, Dirk.
Alright, can I cast guidance beforehand?
Oh, for
Go ahead.
Alright, guidance and
Dirk
praying.
has wisdom? What the hell?
He has some wisdom. Let's see what I get. 24.
Searching through your row, Aaron, you very quickly deduce as you're kind of walking down these two, around the length of them in the middle. So you're kind of glancing between both sets of rows. You quickly determine none of them. She is not present within one of these two rows. You don't see the forms you see do not appear to be large enough to be a Leonin of her stature.
None of these are Leonids. Not of her stature, anyways.
Dirk, Nyullrin, you can't determine anything as you look over them. It is... all you just see is twisted, writhing agony entrapped within the webbing. Every so often, they will slightly twitch.
This is all new levels of fucked up.
I might actually have a spell for this.
Real quick, I'm
Oh.
gonna step away and grab myself a cup of coffee because I am I do apologize. I am dozing off. I've been like this all day.
No worries.
You can continue on without
Nyullrin?
me. Dirk is just poking
Yeah.
desiccated bodies.
Yes.
You did not find anything in your row.
Uh-huh.
First three are no's.
I
or rather-
listen to... Go ahead.
Or rather, you do not. You were not able to confirm. Actually, theoretically, you know that Ahran was able to rule out the first two rows. This middle row, and the top two could still be. You can't say for certain.
Alright,
Wait, are we going... 1 second. Are we going like this, or are we going like this?
Oh, I was doing it side to side because that was faster, fewer rolls.
Yep. Aaron is
Yeah.
going to. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to regret this? Get over here, Nyullrin. I could use that grain of sand of yours, in case this goes very badly for me. But
Until...
let's see if I can pick up any surface thoughts.
That is a very bad idea, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, hang on. When you cast a spell, is this
This is
Go ahead.
not a ritual. I get to just pick up surface thoughts for a minute.
That's actually okay. Hang on. Must make an intelligence save.
That's only if I choose to probe deeper.
Okay.
I just get the surface thoughts.
You can hear
Immediate-
Nyullrin's thought of, this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
You hear. Do you hear animals' thoughts and words?
If they have an intelligence of 3 or less, the creature or don't speak no language, the creature is unaffected. So
Okay.
no.
Well,
Well,
as soon as you cast the spell, you hear whispering voices that echo all around you, and you quickly realize it is coming from the spiders, whispering into their victims' minds. You were not enough to save them. Death will never come for you. Your god has abandoned you. Soon we will find the children too.
Probably not that one. Arn is like sweating, trying to focus on the whispering torments of the spiders. See if he can pick out one that might be Adanza.
I will need you to. It's within 30 feet.
Yeah, Aaron, I think
Alright.
if I stand in like the middle, I can get everyone more or less. No, not
you'll
quite.
be able
but
to get two rows, probably.
Wherever you do it, I need you to go ahead and roll me a shoot. What's the term? For where you like try
Initiative?
to. No, not initiative. It's where you. I'm just pulling up the character sheet. This character sheet. Give me a second.
Spells.
Insights. So insight for the sake of you're hearing a lot of whispering from various creatures about various fears and insecurities. How basically judging how well you know Adanza to pick out what might be her.
Alrighty, let's give this a roll. Hell yeah.
From where you are right now.
Yeah, Aaron is going to be going along, walking along, trying to focus. Like, this lasts for a minute.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's
As you make your way through, you hear so many little whispers. You hear so many little whispers. What kind of mother does that to her own children? What will they do when they find out? You're never leaving here. But there is one that sticks out to you. The little slave girl still hides her chains, but they will never go away. Kind of following those whispers,
Yeah.
you
Aaron is
see a
Aaron
particularly
is like
large.
dripping. Aaron is like dripping sweat as he's walking through, eyes closed, trying to focus. When his eyes snap open, this way.
You see one of the larger in-webbed individuals seems to. You hear more whispers that only further confirm it in your mind. They didn't escape. Your sacrifice was meaningless. They left you behind. No one's coming for you.
I think I found her, Prophet.
His spirit moves between between the rows and arrives beside you all. As he just says, he extends out his hand a moment. Yes, this is her. Well done.
Aaron ends the spell and breathes like an audible sigh of relief.
The last thing you hear as the spell lowers Aaron, you hear a whisper that says, Shay cannot save you here.
This the one? Kind of points to the one everyone's looking at.
Aaron is looking around like pats his face a little bit just to check something. Yes, that's the one.
Great. So, he kind of cracks his knuckles, kind of beating the brass knuckles together. Do I just squish it?
That doesn't help, unfortunately. Uh,
I mean, it would be a start.
The prophet says, it would not hurt, if you wish.
Actually, I might have an idea that might. No, that won't work. An idea. No.
You're muttering to yourself again.
I don't suppose it would be as simple as simply dispelling their magic.
They are not on. She is not under the effects of any magic. The demon's soul is possessing her. Is possessing her
Right.
mind.
Right.
It
I
must
would need-
be exercised.
You know, if you would have mentioned this to me beforehand, I might have been able to prepare my spells for an exorcism. Alas, we do not have that time. All right, we'll do it your way, Prophet.
He looks to all of you. Actually, can't tell if it's looking at you or not. You can't tell where he's facing. The shadow, the spirit raises an arm towards the table and then towards all of you as he instructs, close your eyes and breathe deep.
How much time will pass here while we're in there?
It is hard to say.
Silly
I
questions.
cannot
Get
know
on with
for
it.
certain. I believe Dirk is correct in this moment.
Nyullrin sighs and instructs Bulin to protect them while they're in there.
The creature's tongue goes blip as it kind of takes an alert pose, looking around.
Good boy, good boy.
Can you pull us out if something goes wrong?
He says he can attempt to, but
That's the best we get.
indeed.
All right, let's do this.
I don't know why I have the turnover.
Good boy, good boy.
You all close your eyes and take a deep breath. You feel a sort of just something that just doesn't feel right to you. Everything just feels weird. Your eyes are shut for you don't know how long. Eventually, one of the three of you would take a peek to find that they seem to be somewhere else.
Huh, what the fuck?
Ah, Dirk is the first. Dirk, immediately, you have a sinking suspicion you know where. There's a warm humidity that clings to your fur. Dry sandstone walls, sand and dirt and dust beneath your feet, and a low ceiling. You spent most of your childhood in places like this.
Ugh.
And a Swanee swave.
Swave?
Slave.
Who the swathe minds with you?
A forced labor camp. You hear ahead of you can place your tokens in the bottom left here.
Bottom left?
Oh,
That,
here.
oh, my bad.
Other left.
Just me or everyone?
Everyone. You hear the echoing of pickaxes against stone. You hear cries and tears. Not a good place to be.
Ugh. Great.
As you move throughout the mines, searching for the source of the noise, ahead of you, you see a thick, black, swirling fog that seems to coalesce around something. You hear a squeaking, sort of grinding noise, like a wheel, like a water wheel being turned, the creaking of wood, the grinding of gears. You can just faintly see something ahead. It looks like a wheel, maybe for hard to deduce its purpose from here. Just slowly, inch by inch, moving.
Dirk just clenches his fists and moves forwards.
Dirk, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw as you enter into the fog.
Ugh. Come on, sweet summer child, bitch!
I don't think the +4 is gonna save that one.
Well,
5.
9 technically.
oh, it's +4?
Yeah.
Okay. 9. Alrighty. Dirk. I'm also going to need Ahran and Nyullrin to give this as well, since you both also entered.
Mm-hmm. 22.
All right, Nyullrin and Ahran, you both feel like a fog in your mind, but it passes quickly enough. Dirk, however, immediately you hear a voice in your head that shouts, "Get back to work, slave." In a dark, macabre mimicry of slave masters, various slave masters from your past. All of them speaking simultaneously, all of their voices echoing in your mind over and over and over again, 1,000 times in the span of a few moments. And before you know it, you are further ahead. You are moving, your body begins to move. Nyullrin, Ahran, you would watch as Dirk moves forward, seemingly not of his own volition.
And Nyullrin turns to Aaron. You want to be the first to try and hold him down?
Not especially. What I would like to do is find out if our magic works in this mindscape.
Nyullrin, as you step forward, the ground beneath your feet is suddenly sticky. Looking down, you see webbing that was previously hidden by the smoke, leading towards the center. Dirk, as your friends do not stop you, you take a position at one of the spokes of the wheel and begin pushing. And you are not alone. A few spokes ahead, there is a figure. A small figure. A young Leonid girl, struggling to push the heavy wooden machine. Her eyes glazed over, head hung low, and she unthinkingly just pushes.
Am I able to speak freely, or?
Yeah, I would say. Okay, so basically, it's a timed. It's a time thing before your next save, but I would say, yeah, it's been a couple seconds, so yeah, you can roll another save.
I was going to say, if this is happening, I would like to cast Bless.
I would also like to move closer.
Ah, come on.
If it's +4, yeah, Nyullrin, if you get close enough that you're all right, you're good, Dirk. It's a DC 10.
Dirk just kind of like shakes it off, stepping away from the spoke.
Dirk,
Damn.
as you pull away for just a second, it looks as though there's chains on your wrists. They're gone as soon as you blink.
Let's get out of here quickly.
We have to get her first. Aaron is going to look to where all the webbing seems to lead to. The center of the wheel?
Kinda, yeah. In the center of the wheel, there's a tall, like, I guess spoke would be the term.
Right.
So many spokes.
And the webbing seems to coalesce there before extending out in all directions. In fact, if you guys would like to give me an active perception check or investigation, your pick.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh.
Why?
I'd like to move closer to the girl.
Yep.
I smell demons.
I smell the
Ahran,
pennies.
Dirk, as you all are just kind of looking around the darkness, you spot something clinging to the cavern walls, hidden throughout the webbing.
We're not alone.
Spiders. Just clinging there, spinning new webs into this string. Each one seems to... Are you still under the effect of mind control or whatever?
Detect thoughts? No. That only lasts for a minute.
Okay.
And besides, I was going to cast Bless
Sounds
to
good.
bolster
All right.
our
Oh,
mental
okay.
defenses further.
Yeah, sounds good. But yes, Nyullrin, you approach the girl.
Mm-hmm. Should I have this up or should I get rid of it? The aura.
That's up for you.
Oh, is it only visible for me?
Yeah, we can't see the aura.
Oh, in that case, I'll keep it for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I approach the girl and try and get her to stop the slave work she's doing.
What are you doing and how?
Trying to be as gentle as possible. I'm not gonna like, yank her away or whatever. Gonna try and be like, softly put a hand on her shoulder, something similar. Say, "Come with me."
Come
with me if you
want
want
to
to
live.
Come with me. Oh, okay. Let me actually think of a sentence. You are a slave no longer, little girl. Come with me.
What would be the check?
Persuasion.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll persuasion. Yeah, that would work.
Oh
I'm
my
very persuasive.
lord!
I am very persuasive.
Where the hell's my nat 20?
The girl is still weakly pushing against the wheel, hardly moving it an inch with all of her strength, as her head just kind of lazily rolls towards you, eyes glazed over as her head rises to look into your eyes as she just says, "The master will be angry at me if I leave."
Nyullrin kneels down to her level and looks into her eyes. I will protect you. I vow it.
You can't protect me from them.
Care to make that a bet? Aran will say, as black flame begins to flicker in the palm of his hand, looking up at the spiders all around them.
She looks towards you, Aran. She looks to Nyullrin and slowly turns her head back to the wheel and begins trying to push against it again.
Right then. Dirk, do you want to know a funny feature of spider webs? They burn really. And Aran is going to cast Firebolt, or at least attempt to, on the spider web.
Real quick, Nyullrin, you said you were putting a hand on her?
Yes.
Is that what you said? Okay. Okay, then you actually don't need a roll for this. Nyullrin, as you set your hand on her, she immediately flinches, almost cowering a little, but you notice something. She is covered in webbing. Every part of her just covered in a almost invisible layer of webbing.
Oh shit! Did Aaron already cast the spell?
I would assume I don't. That's probably happening in 3 seconds from now.
Yeah, Aran is getting ready to light the web up.
Nyullrin immediately throws a hand up at you to stop you. You'll burn her as well. She's covered in it.
As he says that, you hear one of the spiders kind of chitter something, like its mandibles twitching in this sort of making this disgusting noise as it spins a new web that kind of melts in with all the webs nearby. But Nyullrin, you would watch as it slowly a new strand appears upon her as she kind of like flinches in fear, almost panting as she puts both of her hands up against her to us the sides of her head. You're not real. You're not here. You died. You all died. It was for nothing. This is for nothing.
Well, I'm thinking it's better to get a few burns than to endure this any longer.
Nyullrin sighs and tries to cover her body to try and protect her at least.
Ahran is going to cast Firebolt.
All right,
Hold
roll
on.
the hit.
Alrighty.
First off, is there like chains holding her here too?
Yeah, no, they don't seem to be connected to anything, but she does have bindings.
Ah, wonderful. I think a smarter idea is getting her away from the thing.
That would be a 15.
The firebolt sails through the air and impacts against the webs, causing them to ignite towards the center and begin expanding outward. You all hear an ungodly screech of anger and rage echo throughout the area. I'm going to need you all
Yep, here we go.
to roll initiative.
Oh,
Ah, yes. Thank you, Dirk. Thank you, Roll20.
Dirk's about to have fun.
No.
oh boy.
Each of the
Oh.
spiders, each of the three spiders, which seem to be scattered throughout the room, all kind of fade into a black cloud, reforming on the ground below
Great.
into ghostly figures. One moment. I'm pulling up their stat block. Oh god, why is this so loud? Hang on.
You know, when I rolled that nat 20, this is the scenario I thought was going to happen.
Alrighty. The creatures roar out, "She is ours." Each of you would hear the voices of people from your past, people you cared about or feared, or you can fill in the dots however you wish. What you hear when they speak is an amalgamation of voices, each one designed to inflict torment upon you. All right. Oh, whoa! What the? Okay, Nyullrin, Ahran, you're up.
Me?
Alright.
I misspoke.
Alright. Ahran clenches his fist. You made a bad mistake. And he is going to hold out his hand, casting Spiritual Weapon.
Great spoon.
One moment. I forgot to. I'm doing their HPs real quick. Alright,
All right,
there you
don't worry.
go.
I'll just draw in my spiritual.
That hits.
I'll draw. Oh, okay. Let me just draw it in. Do the damage, and I'll be targeting the. That guy.
What's this one? Oh,
Sound-
Oh wait. Oh yeah. He is the closest one. And whatever. I've already decided I was doing that. No, I'll leave the closest one for Nyullrin to run at.
I'm not
didn't
leaving the
stop
child's side.
All right. Follow that up with a firebolt at the same one, a spiritual weapon that it did. Rolling blessed dice. 10.
That is a miss.
Okay. End turn.
You said 10 damage to this one here?
That is correct. 10 force damage to that lad.
Sounds good. Alrighty. All right. This fella is going to move forward. What's
Oh
the
god, he's going
movement?
to
45.
explode.
Yeah. Sorry.
out
He's
that
going-
box?
We should tell them about. We should tell Flinger here about the Star Wars game.
No.
Later.
As it's okay. Within 10 feet. All right. I need everyone within 10 feet of this creature to quickly give me. Okay. Nyullrin, Dirk, go ahead and roll me a Wisdom save.
Yay! Again.
+4 on that, so 11.
That does not beat the DC. Okay.
Go figure.
All right. You are frightened. So disadvantage on attacks against it.
Yep, I thought so.
It is also. That is just one of its things. Sorry, I'm just checking here. It stares into Dirk's eyes. Go ahead and roll me a charisma saving throw.
Is that an attack?
Yes, I would consider it as such.
Bam.
What does it do?
I get to take an attack of opportunity against it.
Go ahead.
Kashwam.
That hits.
Nice.
Your weapon is considered magical,
Look.
correct?
I don't know.
Oh! Oh, wait, hang on.
Yeah, it's the Faith Hammer. That's a magic weapon.
Yeah. Alright,
It's a
so
fake
yeah,
weapon.
you are doing full damage then.
Oh, okay.
So, 8, yeah. Bonk. Fucking hit a ghost with a hammer.
You look like a nail.
Alright, I need a charisma save, Dirk.
Alright. Oh, for fuck's sake, roll 20.
Okay, refresh your roll 20 real quick.
I was
and
going to
roll
say,
again.
hold on. Don't forget, Dirk, you are blessed.
Bless ain't gonna help that.
It might.
Mm,
Actually,
it might.
Alright, re-roll it. This is...
Getting stupid. As one
Yeah.
might say.
No, it's just roll 20. Also, I didn't know. Hold on. Would that bless may have altered that frighten?
Oh yeah, it actually could have. So
So +4 because Nyullrin's right there. Let me roll a d4. I didn't actually realize that bless went off. 14.
that would have saved. So you're not frightened, which means he actually cannot do this. What he was about to do.
Oh yay!
Does that mean he also doesn't get attack of opportunity?
Yeah, he wouldn't. He would still attack. So no, that would still
Oh, okay.
that still happens. He's just going to use a different attack. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage if it hits.
Mm-hmm. You
I
guys
should
are
have smited.
nice.
Fuck.
You
That
can only
is-
smite it on your turn.
+5.
How that?
That is 16.
On.
Dirk.
That hits.
Alrighty, that is. Okay, so okay, that's a little bit better. You are slashed for 14 points of necrotic.
Yeesh. Are you sure, by the way, that Divine Smite is only on my turn? The description doesn't say that. It only says when you hit a creature.
I actually think, yeah, I do think it's a free reaction.
Yeah, that's what I remembered as well.
I'll check, but it is his call.
I'll give it to you. I'll let you use it I'll let you use a smite here if you'd wish.
I'm not on this one since it's already done, but I'll remember that for the next attack of opportunities.
Speaking of attack of opportunities, do spiritual weapons get them?
No,
No.
they're not
Okay.
creatures.
Ahran, give me a. I've always ruled it's got to be half. So, all right, Ahran, yeah, give me a wisdom save.
1 wisdom save.
All right, you're good. The creature roars, but it does not scare you.
Stares it in the eyes as black flame flickers.
That is an 18. That becomes a 23. Alrighty.
That will hit.
Wow, you're also getting hit for 14 points of necrotic.
Ow.
Hmm.
1, 2,
Numbers
3,
are funny.
4, 8, 9, 10. 3.
Alright, that's turn. Sorry, hang on. What? Doot. It flies over here. Alright, I need everyone to roll a wisdom save.
Oh, so you need to make a Constitution saving throw for that bless.
Oh yeah, good point. Good thing I get it as a bonus on. Oh,
I think
how much damage did I take?
you took 14,
14.
so that passes.
Okay.
All right, wisdom
Yeah.
save.
That passes.
Okay.
With the bonus of +4 and the 1d4.
Ahran, that passes.
Oh,
Perfect.
I don't think you needed to roll, Dirk. You already-
love bless.
still.
Alright, he is going to, since he can't possess anyone, he is going to. Jesus fucking Christ! That's a fucking 24. He is going to attack. He's going to attack Nyullrin. 19 points of necrotic.
Ouch.
Whew. Nyullrin, you're up.
Hammer time.
That hits.
Against
Who
the
you targeting?
top right. The one I already hit previously.
Yep. All right. It dissipates in a puff of smoke as the hammer cleaves through it.
Second attack. Go. Hammer time.
That hits.
Hammer time. Boom. Boom. Wow, they don't have a
Hammer
lot of health.
time. Hammering time is done. That's it for me.
Dirk. Yep.
Ow.
Yeah. Two of the creatures are gone, leaving only one ghost left. Okay, as you entered into his 10 feet range, you need to give me a wisdom save.
Is that a, just
They have frightened. Yeah, they any creature within 10 feet that enters or start. Yeah, start of their turn, or someone enters within 10 feet, they need a wisdom save.
Fucking Christ. For
What the?
fuck's sake, roll 20.
Okay, so frightened, that means you can't move near it, closer to it,
Fuck!
and you would have disadvantage. Could still shoot him with your pistol, though.
I'm in melee range.
Well, you would have stopped the second you entered, so you would be here. Because you
Wouldn't
can't
that
move
mean that-
closer to it while frightened.
What's the DC?
Oh wait, you're in. Hang on, you're in Nyullrin's.
Yep.
Hang on,
Aura.
that's 10.
My aura
Me-
is
I'm
simply-
greatly.
I forgot about that. That actually passes. That's 11.
I'm greatly appreciative for that, but for fuck's sake.
Well,
Alright.
sorry about that, Dirk. I forgot about Nyullrin's thing there.
The
Alright.
simple, the
How
Chad
would it-
aura.
Come on,
This
roll
Chad
20.
aura.
That's another
That
5!
hits.
That is like the 5th 5 I rolled.
World 20 seems to just hate you today.
Yeah, and I forgot I'm using. My bad, I'm using whale teeth, not my fist. So, 9 points of magical bludgeoning. That's a die.
Hits. You knock one of the ghost teeth out.
Extra attack. Finally!
That hits.
Hell yeah.
It dissipates in a puff of smoke. As you are standing there, you do see suddenly appearing within the webs the shades coalesce into a small spider. You see a spider appear. The shades pull together to form a spider.
Derek, move closer.
Oh! Fortunately, I think I moved 15 feet already. Yeah.
No, yeah. I meant closer to me, not to it.
And I will end turn right there.
One moment, that's the wrong token. There we go.
Say that face spider.
It was 14, right?
Yep, it got a 14.
Okay, sorry, I just need to re-roll its initiative real quick.
Aaron, throw a hydronuclear bomb at it.
Alright. Aaron's
It-
turn.
Real quick, go ahead and roll, Aaron, go ahead and roll me a, insight check real quick.
Come on. Come on.
You don't know for
No,
certain,
19.
but you think the spider might be afraid. The way its mandibles are twitching and its legs shaking, it might not. It doesn't. You don't think it's particularly satisfied about what's going on right now.
Oh, I wonder why. Aaron is going to smile. With a flick of his finger, send the spiritual weapon shooting towards the back of the spider. Hiya.
That hits.
9 force damage.
When your axe, when it I don't know what the weapon is.
Dagger.
Whatever. Yeah. When the
Cheyenne
dagger. Yeah. When the dagger stabs into its back of its abdomen, the creature hisses. The entire area shakes. The darkness seems to somewhat dispel a little. There's almost cracks forming. There's quite literally visible cracks forming within the fog and cloud. But it is still standing.
Alright. Aaron is going to... that was just my bonus action. So he's going to go up for a Firebolt follow-up.
That hits.
Oh shit. 9 points of fire damage.
The creature hisses in fury and pain and fear, writhing as you hear 1,000 voices all go, "No, no, please, stop, please!" In a cacophony of screams in pain as the flames lick its body. It twists and its legs fold inward as it begins to burn. Like cracking glass, the fog begins to quite literally shatter. And in a burst, in a little bit of a burst, I put down one moment. Go ahead. You were wanting to say something?
No.
Yeah, sorry. With a little burst of energy, the fog dissipates and light blazes into the mindscape.
Ah.
Within the little girl has seemingly passed out, laying face first against the wheel as the webs begin to kind of like kind of blow off of her, fluttering away in the wind. And slowly she begins to change, growing older and more mature. In the span of a few moments, you see a familiar face and appearance start to take shape. In place where once was a scared little girl, now lays dancing. Still unconscious, but better, at least.
Ahran is going to step over to her side, kneel down, check her pulse, and then lightly slap her face a little bit. Get up. Up. Adanza. Up.
Dapper.
There is no pulse, but she is stirring. This isn't actually physically her.
Yeah,
this is
her. This is her mind. This is her mindscape.
I grab her.
Wait a minute.
I grab her by the cover of her shirt. Wake up!
Wake up! Everyone needs you to wake up!
And just wham! Right in the face.
as you're shaking her, you see her her fangs begin to she kind of begins baring her fangs in seemingly frustration as Dirk begins slapping her. When suddenly
just one powerful slap.
You give her one powerful slap, and as you're pulling your hand away, she grabs your wrist, and stares at you with fury.
Oh, good, you're awake.
Ahran cannot help but let out a wheezing laugh. I was just trying to, gently, Dirk, gently.
Gentle in this place.
It's her mindscape. It's just a little cluttered up with some spider webs. In case you couldn't tell, we did come back for you. We did get away. And, you are getting out of here.
Her eyes kind of glance to the three of you. There is clearly suspicion and mistrust as she looks at you all. I do not know if this is real, but
I can stop you again, then you can tell me if it's real.
you will lose your hand if you try.
Please, do not antagonize the lion woman.
She says with a half-hearted chuckle.
Alright, Adanza, I think right now you need to wake up, though. We are still in a dream, mindscape, I don't know how this works. The Prophet didn't tell me much.
She kind of looks around the area with like recognition and just disappointment on her face as she just says, "I'd hoped never to come back here."
Yeah, neither did I. But you know what? He shrugs. When in hell.
When in hell. You see
So,
her kind of like rub her face as she just said, "I want to get out. I want to leave this place."
So do we.
Yeah, how do we get out of here, actually? I assume because we're, like, in your head right now, you need to wake up. By pinching yourself?
Dirk raises his hand.
Dirk, no, that doesn't count.
Adanza looks to you and gives just like a half nod, like, try it.
Like,
Go for it,
Like,
Dirk. I'm curious if your real hand will be gone too.
He lifts it up a little higher, and then backhands Nyullrin.
You know, roll to attack.
Nyullrin, you wake
No,
up.
roll to attack. Oh.
Hold on. The
You
one
all
time
see
I rolled a
Nyullrin
20.
just vanish. Yeah, as Dirk, you slap Nyullrin. Like he kind of pulls back into against the slap and just vanishes and just like.
Ha! Magical slaps! Slap!
Slapping Arin or slapping yourself?
No, her.
Do it.
Okay.
Do I wake
She
up earlier than the
vanishes and
rest?
all of you. She goes ah! And she vanishes and then immediately everything vanishes as you all wake up.
Aaron's.
Do I wake up earlier than the rest?
Yeah, a few moments earlier. You
As
do
Dirk
see.
opens his eyes, he sees a backhand coming to his face.
Roll.
As you
I don't
all
have
be.
fisticuffs. Can I just roll Faith Hammer?
It's a strength check.
Yeah.
Because you're not proficient unarmed.
As you all begin waking up, to the side of the table, you see a dead Dreamweaver curled up on the ground. Its body seemingly having been charred.
Huh.
Nah. Just points a
I
finger and
can't
laughs
see
at Nyullrin.
anything.
Ah, man. I didn't get a slap him.
You all begin hearing a.
Oh, that's right.
Aaron gets out his dagger and starts cutting her free.
I can't see anything.
Are you?
Scroll down.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh, is that better, or should I have used fire for this one too?
Thank you.
You're welcome, Sleeping Beauty. Now let's get out of here.
Man, I didn't get to slap him.
Although... Damn it. Alright. As Adanza is recovering, Aaron is going to take a moment to cast another Detect Thoughts. See if he can't hear
sorry.
that.
Real quick, all of you take the advantage of a long rest.
Oh.
As your
okay.
physical bodies were
Nice.
not. Yeah, your fit. Sorry. Heal yourself and restore all spell slots you used during that encounter.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, that was not physical, so your physical bodies are not exhausted.
Fun. Alright.
All right.
Aaron is going to, as Adanza is recovering, Aaron is going to detect thoughts again and try and listen to see if he can hear that Shay won't save you again. Because he's not sure if that was just him or if there's another follower of Shay here.
as you are preparing to, how long does it take to cast?
It's just an action.
So a couple seconds.
Yeah.
So. All right. Detect thoughts is verbal. Some.
Yep. Verbal, like,
Verbal,
on
somatic,
matters
and material.
material.
I guess I just always assumed it was something that kind of makes it less useful if you go, I wonder if you're lying. Vic Duck Saphir! Alright, I believe you now. Like, I for whatever reason, I thought it wasn't verbal. But now, yeah, I'm just thinking back to like every scene in Baldur's Gate 3 where you use detect magic, and now I'm just imagining, like, how do I trick this person into thinking I'm supposed to be here? Well, why are you here? Vic Sakirai! Burst of magic. I'm actually with the captain of the guard.
You could also use the scroll. So you'd imagine if pulling out a scroll, it just burns in your hand.
Visarai!
Actually, with the captain of the guard. Anyway.
Yeah, that's just a funny mental image to think about now.
You know,
I hadn't
like,
noticed.
Why are you here? Pulls out scroll, reads it out. I totally took out multo the double thumb. Scroll burns away. So I'm actually with the captain of the guard.
I know you had diarrhea.
All right, come on.
Yeah. Can Lauren pick up those Shay won't? Can Lauren pick up those Shay won't save you thoughts?
Yeah. As you're preparing to cast the spell, the prophet suddenly says, with a bit of concern in his voice, "Something's wrong. You're fading from my son," and he disappears.
Very fucked.
Wonderful.
Very
Why?
fucked.
The doors seal shut.
Yep, we're fucked.
Oh.
All right, everyone, get near me. This is gonna be a long one.
Aaron will hand Adanza his spare dagger.
Go ahead and give me the stat. Yeah, she takes it and is just
It's
cutting
a
herself.
It's just a mundane dagger.
Yeah, she takes it and tries cutting is kind of like cutting the fabrics, but seems to be having a whole lot of trouble. Not the fabrics, the webbing.
The webbing, yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's trying to strip for us, obviously.
Yeah. She just says, she's still in her prison rags, so she just says, "Shit."
Alright. So I guess we should earn the attention of that guardian we were told not to earn the attention of.
Would you have gone ahead with casting Detect Thoughts?
Yeah, Aaron still would do that. He still has... Like, if there's a Shay in here, he's a Shay, and you gotta help him out. It's the rules. He doesn't make them.
Yeah.
He just follows them.
Now, as you listen in through Detect Thoughts, you hear the spiders near you going on and on about, "Mother's angry. They killed him. They killed him. Mother will stop. Mother will kill them. The Saiyan, the Saiyan, the Aegon, the Gnoll, they'll die. They'll suffer. Dagos will have his prize. He's listening to us."
Oh,
Aaron's just the only one hearing that.
I know,
And
but still.
And he's like...
Wait, what did they call us?
They say the Gnoll,
call-
the Saiyan, the
The Gnoll, like, and they called us by the gods we follow.
Oh,
Yeah.
"He's listening. He's listening. He's listening." You hear that over and over again. "You're going to die. You're going to die. Your soul will never see your goddess." You begin hearing taunting from the cacophony of little voices all around you. And then you begin to hear, "She's coming. She's coming. She's coming."
Get ready, Aaron will say. She's coming. At least according to the little spider freak. He is going to take the time, if there is any, to try and cast. What spell is that? Ah, yes, here it is. Aid. Give everyone 10 additional hit points for this big fight.
Oh my lord.
I'm gonna cast Shield of
As-
Faith on myself.
You all feel a chill in the air as you hear a feminine voice whispering to you from the darkness. Nyullrin, Dirk, Ahran. It is us, what flies caught in the spider's web. And it is and I am the one. Sorry. Spiders caught in. Yeah, sorry. Spiders
Flies
caught
caught.
with it. Spiders
caught.
caught. Thank you.
Flies caught within the spider's web.
Flies caught within the spider's web. Soon, oh so soon, my lord will come for you. He did not forget how you ran away from him. He does not like losing his toys. Adanza, sweet Adanza. You should not be awake right now. It was a blessing that you were kept, that your life had been spared. When you would have shriveled and died, when I had exhausted my enjoyment of you, I would have killed you, ended your suffering, and sent you to your goddess's embrace. But now, a far worse fate. Your fate will be the same as theirs.
Oh, please. Your master would not allow us a single soul to slip around. Could help it.
You're cutting in and out.
Oh. Is this better?
Yep.
Oh, please. We both know your master would not allow a single soul to slip his grasp if he could allow it, demon.
Perhaps not. The souls in here are mine to play with. And I am known to be merciful from time to time. You'll
only-
find out soon enough.
Can only he hear that, or
Oh, you can all hear this.
Yeah.
Dirk will just throw his head back with a groan. Why does everything with power think they must gloat?
I don't know, but it gives me a great time to cast my spells.
That's fair.
Hey Dirk, you still have that ring?
He pats his pockets. I think so.
Hold on a sec. I want to read one of my magic
Yep,
Put it
items.
on.
So,
Sorry.
does the Ring of Salving apply to aid or no?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone, you don't gain 10 hit points. you
Oh,
gain-
wait, hang on. No, no. Sorry, I was confused for a second. No, it would not.
Okay, You
Which
gain 10
three
hit
are you
points.
casting it on?
I'm casting it on you, me, and Dirk.
Okay.
Adanza is and Diorin, sorry, you two are on your own.
Fair enough.
Nyullrin.
But yeah, Adanza does seem pretty weak. She seems kind of gaunt and not in the best of health. But better than...
Yeah. God, voice crack. Apologies. Here,
Yeah.
see if you can make use out of this, and I'll toss her the +1 saber.
She catches it and gives you
I'll
a
try
nod
and
as
do-
she raises it. But yeah,
I'll try and do lay on hands on her.
does that
Don't-
restore starvation?
Oh, start.
Can
No,
every-
I thought. No, I don't think
Physically,
it does.
she's at full health. She's just
Ah.
malnourished.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, I
Alright.
don't have greater restoration.
You all sense that the presence is not with you all. Is not with you currently. Oh. Adanza
is
just says, "Well, we need to find some way out of here."
Very much so. In a sense, she's giving us time to.
Are these just tapestries on the wall?
Yep.
And what is this?
What is what?
To the north.
A big wall of fire.
Oh.
Wait a minute. The door magically closed itself. Ye?
Yes. Sorry. Looking towards the door, you would now see faintly glowing upon its surfaces soft blue runes. And there seems to be a small amount of electricity cackling from it, cracking from it. It has likely been magically or sealed through arcane means.
An arcane lock, if you will.
Potentially.
Well, I have a plan. I forget, what class was it, Adanza?
Paladin.
Okay. I have a plan. It would probably end up exhausting the rest of my really good spells. But I could try and bypass that lock.
Dirk is just staring at the wall of fire. Does it look like the fire is coming from the ground?
It is literally just a wall of writhing flame.
So there's no actual source to it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's magic. It doesn't have to make sense. This is demon world.
I mean, I would imagine you have resistance to it.
No.
Resistance
he-
to all damage.
I am not walking through that.
That is probably the wiser thing to do. Not because I don't think Dirk would survive, but because of what's probably waiting on the other side.
Who's this creepo?
Thank you, Nyullrin. As you
Fucker with
But-
freaky
sorry,
ass fuckers
Neil-
sneaking up on me.
Nyullrin, you blink, and leaning against one of the tables, you see a half-elven man in a very ornate suit, sort of pale, very pale skin, unnaturally blue eyes, and sort of combed over greasy hair, and a bit of a nice little old necktie. As you draw, as he seems to recognize your. Sorry. He seems to recognize that you all have finally noticed him, as he just says, took you all long enough. Adanza, wonderful to see you again," he says with a grin as the Leonid, you see her hand tighten upon the grip of her saber as she kind of pushes past Nyullrin and just points the blade towards the man. "Janos, you bastard! What are you doing here?" "Oh, calm yourself, girl. I'm here to help you. I owe you all that much."
And might I ask you, might you be I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting.
I would say, if anyone wants to, go ahead and roll history with advantage. You have seen this person before.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
saw him in
no.
the visions, right? From the
We saw him in the
Correct.
we saw him in the visions. Aaron
All right,
wants
just
to
double
see-
check.
Yes,
Double check.
Yeah,
All right.
Aaron just wants to see what this guy introduced, how this man introduced him.
Dirk,
He-
Dirk
he-
looks
you see
ready to
him
punch
put-
him.
Yeah, you see him put both of his hands out to his side. He puts one leg forward as he bows. I am Janos El Kaishin. At your service.
Jesus, that's a name.
If anyone would like to roll history, that would be. Go ahead, real quick. Nyullrin, especially, you could do so with advantage.
I thought we all could. You said.
Sorry, this is for that's the last name aspect, not the
Alright.
character.
Remind me what his role in the vision we were shown was exactly.
Hey.
All right. Nyullrin. Sorry, is that Nyullrin or is that Dirk? Or who was it? Okay,
16
Nyullrin.
is mine. Yeah.
Nyullrin, the Elk-Haitians are perhaps one of the most famous elven families. And they are known to very much not do in mixing of bloodlines. So the fact that a half-elf is claiming to be one is
Atypical.
atypical, yes, definitely. As for what you saw in the vision, Janos seemed to be referred to. You didn't see him do too much in the visions. He was one of the Emperor's companions, and what helped perform the ritual that caused this mess. Though he did refer to this fine gentleman, the one who sacrificed all of you, as father. Referred to him as father.
Oh, right. You're the son of the fellow who stabbed a knife through my heart.
Ah!
You see him just kind of smile a little as he just says, "Guilty as charged. And on behalf of my entire family, I do humbly apologize."
Well,
I doubt you speak for your entire family, halfling.
okay,
You
halfling.
see
is-
his
He's a half elf, not a halfling. You say
Well, I don't know what to say
Mutt.
for being
Mutt.
a
Learn-
halfling.
learn to
mongrel,
talk.
mutt.
mongrel or mutt would be a much more appropriate insult.
The mongrel, I guess.
Yeah, when
Learn
you
to
say that, you do see
no
his
one.
ear just kind of twitch a little as his
Come
smile
on.
just ever so slightly broadens. Oh,
Come
come
on,
now.
Nyullrin.
Insults will not help you here.
No. Returning to the moment at hand, you said you were here to help us. I presume you have a genius plan to get us all out of here?
You could say that. There's a portal in this mausoleum. I can show you the way to it. You'll have to fight. You'll have to fight You'll have to fight Lady Elsbeth. I don't fancy your chances in that regard, but surprising things can happen. I owed Adanza at least a fighting chance to escape this place. As it
And-
stands, this mausoleum is warded. This mausoleum is protected by powerful magics, a fraction of Dagos's power within his realm. It supersedes the authority of the magic that old fellow was using to get you in here.
So I take it attempting to merely dispel the ward on that door would be about as useful as
Pissing in the wind?
Mm-hmm.
Precisely. Fortunately, I hold some amount of sway in this realm. Adanza then just says, "The perks of being a traitor." I assure you, girl, I am not a traitor. I had no idea what my father was intending. He deceived me as he did the rest of you. I am doing my own small part to try and put us to right this madness. Right now, right now, that is pointing you all to the door.
Right then. Well then, I take it our lovely lady is past the screaming wall of blue flame, yes?
He does a little clap. Bravo, bravo. I can see why Say takes an interest in you. I don't really whatever she does with little boys.
That sounds so
Ar-
wrong.
New entrance with that.
Aaron will raise an eyebrow.
Adanza just crosses her arms as she just says, "Apologies, he's always like this."
Oh, incredibly witty or just generally insufferable?
The latter.
Ah. Yes,
He just chuckles and shakes his head. Well, now, if there's enough time, there'll be time for petty insults later.
Real quick, can you put this guy's name in the chat?
Yes, I can, if you will give me... I had it literally 3 seconds ago. Janos El Heisen. I will write that out. Son of a
Is
bitch.
the L to signify that he's of, or is that like part of the last name?
1 moment. So elven families tend to have 2 honorifics. So Eld and Heischen is Elvish.
All right. All right then. So.
Though Janos is definitely a human. Janos, is a human's name.
Well, that's the way half-elves usually are. If they are raised by their elven parents, they get a human name. If they're raised by their human parents, or if they're raised by their elven parents, they get a human name. If they're raised by their human parents, they get an elven name. That's typically how it goes.
Now, as much as I'd like to stay here and catch up on good times with you, Adanza, the sooner you all get the fuck out of here, the better. I'm already risking an awful lot by coming here. You see him, his eyes kind of glance over towards the firewall, and he does a little snap. As the flames in a instant dissipate.
Convenient little prick. I didn't see you cast a spell there.
You're correct. As I said, I bear some amount of authority.
Borrowed from your father, perhaps?
Borrowed and earned. You see a bit of anger in his tone when he says that. I've had to do some unsavory things, all for the greater good.
All right. Well, I suppose I must thank you for putting out that little blaze. Let's get moving.
You all do that. He smiles as he takes a step back and vanishes.
Aaron, as he's walking forward, I don't like that guy.
Dirk has just been standing there silently with just his fists up, like, why do they keep sneaking up behind me?
I don't know. I mean, Poppy did it all the time, and you never seem to want to punch her.
Well, that's because I knew her.
Janos is especially easy to punch.
You know, his face seems eminently punchable, especially when he keeps doing that flapping of the lips thing.
I'm sure he's been punched enough as a child, being a mongrel from the Haitian family.
Adanza just says, that
Jeez,
is
black
one.
feathers.
Yeah.
Feathers, Nyullrin. You can't just call people mongrels.
Come on.
That's what the family calls themselves. What can I do about it?
You can be polite. Just because he's a dick doesn't mean you have to be whatever.
As you
Big up.
pass past the flames, they reactivate.
Oh, fuck.
Nope, no going back.
Yep, I'm sure this was not a trap in any way.
Oh, well.
Adanza just says, it's not as though we have any options.
Actually, Adanza, you are not looking in the
Yes.
best
As she
of
said.
shape. And you're not looking in the best of shape. Are you any good with a bow? I happen to have a spare one you could use if you'd prefer that, the blade.
I will be able to.
Alright.
Oh wait,
Just
one second.
Just remember that we're here to specifically to rescue you.
She says, pauses a moment and just says, thank you. She seems to be struggling to find the words before she just says, it's too risky. You all should have left me. But
Oh no, I completely agree. Just I didn't feel
Dirk's
like
is going to
giving
come
you an
up and just grab both of their faces and just pipe their mouths closed. We are trying to escape.
fair enough. Let's get
No,
the
my hand is on her mouth.
Fair enough. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Fork in the road, fork in the road. Oh shit.
The lizard
Big ass
grew.
lizard in the road.
Yeah, I
Big ass
forgot it.
lizard in the road.
Yeah, that's actually his size. So
Can we not have that thing in the front? I can't punch around it.
Yeah.
Alright.
And you see Adanza kind of like flinches as she sees the Salamare pass by, and just like after a moment, just kind of starts petting it. It seems to be enjoying it as she breaks away. Go ahead.
We go the left. We go the left route. Alright, we'll try this door.
It slowly creaks open.
Well,
You enter into what seems to be almost a fine dining room. All around you, you see a long, ornate carpet, exquisitely carved marble tabling and chairs, and in the corners of the room appear to be salted and dried bodies enwrapped in preserving cloth. A corpse on the table shows clear signs of consumption.
Aaron will step forward, like, peek to the left, peek to the right.
Dirk,
You know, I feel like...
how about you don't go to the front?
Alright.
The healer is an important resource.
I mean, I was about to say, I don't think this is meant for us.
No.
The mongrel may have said it was a bad idea to fight the warden, but I would think it is worthwhile to paint the walls with her brains.
You know,
What is that to the north part of that room? This room?
What are you looking at?
This thing.
The sarcophagus?
It appears to just be an altar.
Nothing on it.
I thought it was a coffin.
There are a couple items. You see, there's like a silver altarpiece. I guess it would be considered a crucifix, but not, not
Like-
an actual cross.
yeah, like the holy symbol of
Yeah,
Dagos.
the
It's the
unholy
unholy
symbol
symbol.
of the unholy symbol of Dagos, alongside several miscellaneous objects. On the side of the table, you do see what seems to be a few coins being left for as offering.
Dirk will smile and pocket the coin.
It's especially shiny, like a really bright white metal. You've gained a
Oh,
platinum piece.
Hey!
Hmm.
And this, he picks up the, what was it, a silver crucifix?
Yeah.
Like, how big is it?
Foot tall.
This could be useful.
You could
for
bludgeon.
something.
You could bludgeon it with someone with it.
Melt it down for coins. Pockets it.
Well, I
okay.
suppose I can't argue with defacing a symbol of Dagos.
Crucifix of Dagos.
I'd rather
guys-
smash it, but that works.
You guys
too.
heading left or you heading right? Left, it seems.
Left. We go left. You just go left. When you don't know, you just go left.
I thought it was
That's the
going
rule.
right.
You
because that was the right
see-
way.
No, well, the right way is never the right way
But why
you
is it called the right way?
see-
because it's wrong.
You see a torture room up ahead. Fresh bodies and skeletons are strewn about, and a thick layer of webbing covers the various surfaces.
Ew.
The little spider freaks in there called her mother, so we might be getting a bit closer.
Yeah, the hallway. What's on the table right here?
A corpse. A half-orc man. His eyes have been gouged out, his chest cut open, and you see a dreamweaver nestled within his chest cavity.
Ew.
I'm gonna pick it up and crush it in my hand.
It makes a little noise as it dies.
Drop it on the ground, smash it with my foot.
Come on, we don't have time for you to get emotional in your killing. Just make it quick and let's move on. It's
There's
Well,
no
well-
emotion in that.
Guys, do you see what's at the end of this hallway?
Sort of. Yeah.
At the end of the hall, illuminated faintly with blue torchlight, you see mountains of webbing, small egg sacs, and several bodies seemingly strung within the webs. But you see no spiders.
What do you think, Adanza? Should I light that giant mess all on fire?
She just says, maybe, but this whole place is covered in webbing. Last thing we want to be is in the middle of last thing we need is to light ourselves on. We'll turn this
True.
place into an oven.
True. I suppose we'll have to light it up on the way out.
You said there's no spiders, right? Are the people in the
Correct.
cocoons dead?
You would have to get closer and investigate.
Well, ew.
In the center of the room, the floor has caved away, and you detect a horrific aroma. The bottom of this hole is a mountain of bones and rotted meat.
You know, I'm actually really glad I don't have a nose like you, Dirk, right now.
You don't say. And Dirk just turns through gritted teeth.
Nyullrin passes you a bag filled with flowers.
Gee, thank you.
Why the fuck do you just have a bag of flowers?
I use it to sniff when I use my divine sense, because I smell evil worse than shit.
Adanza just says, I can tell you where there's evil fucking everywhere.
I figured as much.
Anyway, are we going to stop here and smell the corpses, or are we going to keep moving?
Yep, come on.
I don't like getting close to the hole.
I'll say this. The webbing seems thick enough that it could support your weight.
Hell no.
Hell no, we creeping along this edge here.
Pussies.
Now that we're closer, does it seem like they're the bodies?
You can't tell. They seem identical to the ones you saw outside, though there do not appear to be spiders on them.
Alright. Ahran is going to...
If you'd like to go ahead, if you'd like to investigate, give a medicine check.
Yeah, let's do that with a quick prayer to Shay for guidance.
Oh my god.
Gosh darn.
You know what? Let me have a hand at this. I know a thing or two about medicine. I have a
Whopping 1.
a whopping 1 in it.
Could give him guidance.
13.
I was gonna say we'll give with guidance. Roll a d4.
16.
Dirk, as you begin investigating,
Yeah, like he's got his face stuffed in the bag of flowers as he looks.
as you begin investigating the webbed victim, you kind of rest your hand upon it, and you kind of push forward and forward. There's nothing inside except something liquid.
Ew.
Yeah.
You push a little further, and you tear a small hole in the webbing as blood just begins to drip out.
Fun.
Liquefied. Wonderful. Right, let's get the fuck out of here.
There's just nothing in here.
Would you like to investigate further?
Investigation or?
Just let me know if you are.
Sure.
All right, Dirk, you continue poking and prodding at the cocoon, and it eventually splits open. And it's not. Sorry, it's not. It's not. He's not been liquefied. They've been slushified, as you see dissolved, chunky, almost like ground up, diced flesh, bone, and blood gush out of the cocoon.
Ew.
While he was investigating, I would have smashed all of the eggs. I think these are eggs, right?
Yep.
I would have smashed all of the eggs except one, and I'd like to take that egg with me.
Sure. Adanza does ask what you're thinking.
I'm gonna show the mother a little game we played as children back on Dracoid.
I have a distinct feeling she does not much care for her children. As she left all of these ones.
Right, well, there's nothing in there but slush.
Oh, really?
I can smell that.
Yeah, it's nasty. And he just flicks his hand towards Ahran.
Shoot, there was supposed to
Flower,
be a
you
door there.
fucking flower-faced bastard.
There was supposed to be a
Hey,
door
don't
there.
don't insult the flowers.
I'm insulting him.
As you press forward, A heavy wrought metal door slowly creaks open before you.
Have fun.
Inside, you see a dense burrow of webbing that seems to almost resemble a throne made of enwebbed body. Dozens of eggs, maybe even hundreds, are lost within this nest. You could spend hours hunting them, not make a dent.
Wonderful.
That is just grass.
Ahead of you, you see a portal. In its embrace, its frame gently glowing.
Hey, I
On
think
the
that's our way
exit.
out.
Adanza just says, "This has been far too easy."
Don't finish that sentence.
Too late, Dirk.
What?
She already said it. We're fucked.
I blame you if we die. And just jabs a finger at Adanza.
The second
I believe the
Nyullrin,
prophet for sending us here.
the second you enter past the door frame, you hear cricking and clacking, like snapping of twigs, as you see emerging from behind the portal frame, climbing over its top and descending down in front of you.
Oh.
A massive humanoid, a massive creature, a woman with the lower half of a spider. Numerous extruding javelins, spikes and spines trace along her massive form. As you say, Noel, those with power sometimes always gloat. I think it'll be more fun to simply kill you. Let's get to it, shall we?
Nyullrin throws up the egg he's been carrying and hits it like a baseball bat with his hammer.
She doesn't seem to have any. She doesn't seem to have any reaction whatsoever.
If
you ever he just. If you guys have ever seen Rick and Morty, there's that fly gangster who's like, "Oh, you kidnapped one of my children? Fuck do I care? I have 30,000." And then it's like, check your voicemail. You have 15,001 messages. Oh my god, that's more than half. One moment, sorry. Rolling for her. Ah! Perfect.
Oh god.
Top of the load order. Why can't I... Why isn't... There we go. The first thing she is going to do is... Just double checking her...
No, I got something I need to share. Alright, hopefully that works.
how it works. Alrighty. The first thing she is going to do is raise both of her hands up. As a cloud of darkness, it falls upon the room. 1 moment.
Great. Adanza's not on the initiative.
Thank you for pointing that out. Appreciate that. I will.
You should probably move her into this square as well, so her like bunched up.
What square?
The one above, yeah. There.
Yeah. All right. 1 second. Locked. All right. Good catch on that dancer, by the way, Dirk. Imagine if she got a 21. Nope. All right. Ahran, what's your dex?
My dex? That
Yeah,
is a 16.
All right, you're first. Ah, son of a bitch. So,
What are we laughing at?
oh, I accidentally, my foot caught on the wire of my mouse.
Anyway, so she does spooter things.
Yep.
I think
Big old cloud of darkness.
Where is that precisely?
It is around her. Oh wait, sorry. Hang on. No, it's not. Sorry, I misread the spell. Hang on. Okay, it's reflavored invisibility. My bad.
Oh, okay.
She is enwrapped in a cloud of darkness and fades away into the shadow. So, okay, she... Alright, invisibility.
Alright, cool.
1 moment.
Oh, this is perfect. I know exactly what I'm going to do.
God damn it, now I'm up next.
I need everyone to give me a wisdom save.
What fucking actions is it? Oh, Joe, I can't wait for
14.
this again.
14.
14, okay.
Yep.
I
14.
also forgot to do this. There we go. My boy.
Alright,
What a good
I am unfortunately... Oh, I also need to roll for Adanza. Okay, she passes.
You did.
Alright, Nyullrin... Sorry, Dirk... Oh, sorry, okay. Okay. Oh, sorry, okay. Ahran, Dirk, you both failed.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You are both, hang on, what's the effect? Dazed? Hang on. D&D.
Does the lizard also
There's-
need to roll?
No, he was not in the area. Oh, sorry, hang on. Ah, shit, sorry.
You really should look at your your boss.
Yeah, I
before
know,
you
I know.
do-
Sorry. I'm just reading. I'm reading through everything, making.
You
second time.
want to take like a short break. We can all grab a drink, and you can look over your monsters for the fight.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Unless you guys would like to take a quick break.
A break would be
could
nice.
go to. Yeah, a break
Huh?
would be nice. A break would be nice.
Eh,
Yeah.
All right. Basically, you guys just got knocked out. You're asleep.
Oh,
Asleep.
great.
Dark.
Okay. So. Sweet.
And you're seeing unholy nightmares.
Always my favorite. All right, cool. So, quick break. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Quick little 5-10 minute break.
Sounds good. I
What
am going to
you-
use this opportunity to read over stat block.
Good idea. Yep.
That does count. That does actually take her out of invisibility.
I return with a glass of water.
Nice.
So I am curious. The ability that the spider used to put us all to sleep. How does that work? Is it like just an aura effect or a bonus action or what?
It is basically an AoE spell.
But so does she get to turn invisible as a bonus action then?
It's technically a lair action.
Ah. Those
And-
usually happen at initiative 0 though.
Well, what do you mean? It is initiative 0.
No, initiative 0 happens after everyone's gone.
Oh. I'm not good with lair actions.
I know you're not. You seem to have a problem with legendary and lair actions. It's fine. It's like slightly weird stuff. Amusingly, I feel like you would work. Amusingly, I feel like you would work better with Pathfinder, just because there's none of this weirdness of lair and legendary actions. I mean, the rules are more complicated though. But
Yeah.
at the same time, there's once you know them, like a dragon when it casts its spells as a sorcerer. A Solar, for example, casts spells as a cleric. It's not. They don't have any of this interesting action economy.
Hello!
Boyo.
Poyo.
So Senate
Los
doesn't know
pollos
how.
hermanos.
So Senate doesn't know how lair actions work. Everyone laugh at him.
I'm sorry. Okay, I thought when it says initiative 0, I thought that meant the start of initiative. You know, at the top of the load order.
Initiative goes from big number to small number.
Okay, I realize that now. So her lair action is at the end of the turn order. She goes invisible.
All right.
Okay,
back.
that's her. Okay, thank you for clarifying that for me, Gold. I appreciate that. I don't.
Not a problem.
I apologize. This
Not
is
a
only, I think, the third enemy I've ever had that I've used a lair action on.
And no one's bothered to correct you. That happens at the end of the conf. Really? Wow.
Actually, it might only be the second.
Okay.
I remember layer actions being on initiative 20, losing any initiative ties.
I thought they were at 0. I could be wrong.
I think
don't
it
use-
makes sense. I think it makes sense for it to be 0 now that I think about it, because it makes sense that if it's something overpowered, like, you know, oh, they slam their feet in the ground, shitloads of rocks fall, dodge, or get hit.
It should say on their character sheet what
Yeah.
It just says initiative 0.
Oh.
Okay, then yeah.
Then yeah.
So, yeah,
Uh,
I guess I just misunderstood it. My bad. Doesn't matter. She revealed
No.
herself using her ability,
If
so.
a
Okay,
if a
it-
legendary creature has layer actions, it can use them to harness the ambient magic in its lair. On initiative count 20, losing all initiative ties, it can use one of its layer action options. It can't do so while incapacitated or otherwise unable to take actions.
But this character sheet specifically says initiative count 0 though.
Huh. Interesting. Also, if you look into Detroit, you'd see that video I posted there. It should cut to the moment where it's looking up
That-
Queelag. You're like, oh, that abdomen.
All right. Niall, are you here?
Yes.
Alrighty. Enough of this peaceful music.
What did we figure out, by the way, about her invisibility? I wasn't here for that.
Don't worry about it.
She's not
Dirk-
invisible.
Yeah, Dirk and Ahran, you both fall asleep and feel whispers and voices in the back corners of your mind. Ahran, you see visions of Shay turning against you. They feel so real. She's abandoning you when you needed her most. How could she do this to you after everything you've done for her? All of you've sacrificed. Dirk, you see Melana, Ahran, Reven, and the others you've cared about. All of them standing before you,
Strong wording.
just outside of reach. You charge they're in danger. You charge after them to save them. But just each time you're just too weak. You're a little too slow. You watch them die. For the over and over again, each time for the first time. All the while you hear a voice in the back of your head saying you're weak. You're a failure. And you should cover yourself in shame once again. Perfect. Dirk, I need you to roll me a... I guess, yeah, it would be wisdom still. Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
15.
That is it. Oh, it's a 15? Oh,
Because
then
I'm
you're up.
right next to Aaron.
Yeah, right, I forgot about that. Yep. Alright, you're up. You suddenly awaken.
Wake up, Samurai.
Is that the end of my turn, or should say so?
No, you can... It took your action, but you're free to use your bonus action and movement.
You bitch. Half my movement to get up because I fell asleep, so I fell on the ground. 15. All right. Been a while. Nope. I need to see the map. Not Discord. Well, there goes my action, which fucking sucks. Use your bonus action. Spend one. Ah. All right. Dirk's going to just run up here. Use a bonus action, spend a moxie point to use the old 1-2 to make 2 fisticuff attacks. 19.
That hits.
Oh, wait a minute. No, fuck. Whale teeth. I keep forgetting I have whale teeth. Hold on. Let me move that up. Yeah, for the sake of fairness. Oh, damn. 14. Not bad. Nah, yeah. 12 bludgeoning.
Is that with whale teeth?
Oh no, I can't do it with will teeth because old 1-2 is with fisticuffs only. So yeah, no, this is right.
Fair enough. All right. Yep. Go ahead. One.
Okay. 1. Come on. Oh yes. Fucking finally. That, and I'm gonna spend another moxie point to use 1, 2, 3, 4.
2 more.
1 more attack, and if I hit, the creature is knocked prone.
Oh, shit.
Hut! God fucking damn it!
You see, as you go in for a punch, she uses one of her legs to like block it as her eyes shift down towards you.
Fuck! And that's turn.
Ahran, you're up. Oh, you did 21 damage. I should actually probably subtract that.
21.
So I am no longer the Edie.
You need to roll a wisdom save.
Ookie dookie.
Oh, you're up.
Nice.
It is my fate to be sacrificed as a pawn, so be it. But I think I would like to perform en passant first.
You do not. You did lose your action, and getting up did cost half your move. So you have a bonus action and 15.
Yeah, I was about to say bonus action. Last second level slot, spiritual weapon.
Ooh, nice.
Shazank.
That hits.
7 points of force damage from the spiritual dagger.
She hisses. Oh wait. What's the damage type?
Force.
All right. Never mind. All right, it's good.
Stabbo. Stab, 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 stab.
Okay. All right. Alrighty. I love Oath of Glory Paladins.
One of my favorite. Devotion is probably my other one I love.
Adanza growls as you see her pull out, raise her sword, as she is going to cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
What the
What
fuck?
level is this woman?
Wait. Sorry, 2nd level. I don't know why I said
Okay.
3rd. I was reading. Okay, so I had the fucking invisibility spell thing up, and and on it says 3rd level or higher. So like, I guess I just I had the
I see.
invisibility spell up.
I
I'm
was gonna
sorry.
say, oh, no wonder we're rescuing her. She's a paladin with 3rd level spells. She's way more useful than any of us.
I mean, when do you get 3rd level? 7?
For a paladin,
Pretty high.
I want to say it would have to be.
Hold
It
on.
would have to be level
I have this pulled up somewhere.
10.
Yeah, she's not 10. She's level 7.
Level 9 is when you get 3rd level spells
Hmm.
as a paladin. Anyway, come on.
Yeah, yeah. My bad. All right. All right. Does she actually hit? All right. 5d6. Oh, what the fuck? That's just disappointing. All right. She did 9 damage.
I mean, that's pretty good.
With 5d6?
Yeah. That's just sad. The highest she rolled a 2, a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 1.
Ah,
Damn. That is
All right.
quite lemon.
Well, she is going to move here, and that'll be her turn. Spread out a little.
So did she not turn invisible at all at any point?
She did, but right now she's visible.
Well, I don't like her doing that, so... Yep. And just in case, whap.
Six.
Sure.
Yep, go. 26 hits.
Yep. 12 and plus, what is that? 2d6.
Roll. And now she can't turn invisible?
Yep.
Damn.
17. And my second attack. Whap.
Hits.
Use my Faith Hammer's ability to cast a level 2 smite.
Nice.
And level 2 smite is 3d8. Whap. Right, that is disappointing.
Damn.
But 23 plus 17. I don't know how much that is. Uh, 40 damage total.
Alrighty.
That's it for me.
Big boy.
Big boy. Big boy is... How much is that? Yeah, you can make it. Okay. The big boy gonna walk up, lizard up, and take a bite. Doesn't hit, I'm guessing.
Nope.
That's it for me.
Branding Spite means she can't turn invisible, right?
Unless you break my concentration, since it's a concentration.
Alright. This'll be fun. Sorry, I'm just, Not that. It's supposed to be a... Nice. You see the massive spider hisses and feeling all of the damage she has suffered. She raises her glaive and sweeps it out once to the left and once to the right, and for any foe in front of her. Alrighty.
Oh my lord.
Does this mean I get to use Sentinel?
What does Sentinel do?
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, and that target doesn't have this feat, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack.
I don't think so, because it is attacking you.
Yeah, so
The
it has to
others are
be
just caught
someone
in it.
other than me. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I don't think that would work for something like, Fireball, so I don't think it would work with this. She's just sweeping.
Yes,
Well,
your bonds.
All right. Sorry, I'm just double checking. Okay, where's the actual stat block for her blade? What? Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. Lost it amongst her other shit. Alrighty. That is a 24 and a 21. And so that'll be that is okay.
Who is it hitting?
All of you, including your Salamare. The three of you all three of you will take a total of 14 slashing damage.
Ow.
Youch.
Ouch.
Does she have anything interesting she can do as a bonus action? Ah. Is she touching any of her webbing? Let me just move. Damn, she's in the one place she's not.
Ha.
Oh, wait.
There's a little
can
bit
move.
up to the north.
Yeah, she can move here and not
Gotcha.
leave. All right. Okay. She is going to use disengage as a bonus action.
Wait.
No. Before you do. Even if they take the disengage action, I can still take an opportunity attack. Come back here, bitch.
Go ahead.
You're not escaping me. I guess you are.
Yep.
You're
Yeah.
not escaping me.
One of her fun features, if she is touching spider webbing, she can use disengage as a bonus action.
That is going to be annoying.
Well, it won't
Dirk?
be if I manage to hit her at any point.
That is going to be really fucking annoying.
Oh wait, actually, hang on. Actually,
have
before
to-
that, let me double check I actually did her movement properly because she can't dash. I think I moved her past her movement. Okay, so she
I
moved
also
5
need
feet
to roll,
here.
my Constitution for my the spell on her.
Okay, that's the farthest she can actually go. My bad. I just was double checking.
Is this enough for the con save?
What was the con save for?
I have the spell on her,
Maintain.
which stopped her from.
Oh yes, you're
going
good. You're good.
invisible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay. Oh, she's actually.
My bad. Sorry, I double check. I'm glad I double checked that.
Yeah. Okay. A second, I'm a little distracted. Fuck it. Have the versatility of a fighter. Run up. And where's my
Punch.
character sheets? Oil teeth. Oh, fuck you. Okay, whale teeth again. Are you kidding me? Bonus action. I'm gonna use. Where's my moxie points? Gain a number of temp points equal to your fisticuff die plus your previous level plus your con mod. I'm going to use a brace up and gain a number of temporary hit points equal to d8 plus 6 plus 8, 6, 3, 8, 3, 17. Alright, just smash my fists together and gain some temporary hit points.
Aren.
Yeah. I am going to. People are struggling to hit this bitch, so Aaron's gonna move up, and he is going to cast a level 3 Bless. Party buff. One,
That gets rid of aid.
2. No. Aid isn't concentration.
Oh shit.
We
Alright.
also already lost 8 from the 14 damage we took.
Well, that increases your maximum hit points,
Yeah.
not your temporary hit points.
Oh yeah, true.
Anyway, yeah, that's Aaron's turn. Oh wait, no, bonus action. Stabby! Stabby.
That hits.
9 force damage. Oh,
Nice.
just poke. Just give her another good old poke.
Poke.
Can you move on the same square as the?
Yeah,
raid?
it's float.
Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't occupy a space. It's just floating there.
All right,
Nope.
Danza is going to move here. She does not have really much in the way of range other than guiding bolt again. So, bam. Alrighty. Does that hit? That hits. Okay. Let's see if this one goes better.
Does guiding bolt also not give bonus to attack for?
Oh yeah,
other
it gives
people?
advantage
Gives
on
us
the next
advantage.
attack.
Yeah. Something
wait,
we all
it does? Hang
missed.
on.
Yep. Something we all missed.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. It's just the next attack, though, not every attack.
Yes.
So, hey, Nyullrin, have some fun next time. All right. That was 16 points of radiant.
That's more like it.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot better. Oh, hang on. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm just looking. Yeah, all right. Go ahead.
Moving up. Meow. Fuck.
Shit. Oh. Okay. Sorry. I was just double checking.
He has, you have advantage. Nyullrin.
Oh, hell yeah.
Guiding bolt.
Whap.
That's much better. For the record, last round, as for bonus action, Adanza used Faith Shield.
Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith. Thank you.
Level 2 smite. Rolled a. Is it? Oh, I rolled a 3 on that. Fuck. Okay. Level 2 smite. 3d10. 3d6.
Yep, 3d. I thought it was d8.
No, yeah, 3d8. I double checked just in case. Nice. 20. Second attack. Wham. Doesn't hit.
Nope.
Don't forget bless.
It's our. Oh yeah.
1d4
Yep.
won't matter.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. That's it for my turn.
Your Salamare?
Salamare. Wham. Hit him.
That hits.
That's it for me. That it is 25 damage total from me and the Salamare.
And congratulations, that's enough to put her below the threshold for phase 2.
Oh god.
Right in time for her first turn. Oh, that is lovely.
God damn it, Leonin.
I need everyone to go ahead and give me a concentration. Everyone within 30 feet of her, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Natural
okay,
20!
Good thing I'm blessed. Damn it.
Oh, wonderful. Alrighty. Hang on, I'm
that's
double checking
9.
if it's. I'm double checking if it's. Ah, she can only use this once. So, Ahran, she screams out a violent wail. You are dropped to 0 HP.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
She has a banshee screech.
yeah, I figured.
And for everyone who passed, 3d6 psychic. Oh, wait,
natural
was
20 doesn't
Adanza?
do anything?
Nah, it's just a. Yeah, I don't do critical fails or critical successes and things.
Ah,
Other than, crit hits. Alright, so Adanza wasn't in range, so okay. 3d. Everyone will take 3d6 damage. 6 points in total. Nyullrin, Dirk, and Salamare.
6 points, right?
how many?
Mm-hmm. 6.
Oh, my temporary hit points.
She is going to disengage and do another little scuttle.
Attack of opportunity, her.
Scuttle.
Yes!
That hits. Come back here.
That hits.
Come back here.
And I believe her movement speed becomes 0.
Yes, it does. Level
Oh.
1 smite. I get to reroll that since I rolled down a 1. Bam, that's more like it. And a 2d8. Kabwam. Kabwam. That is 21 damage, and she cannot move.
Okay, nice shit. She
Come on,
screeches
Billy.
in pain on that one. Dirk, you're up.
Oh, I'm gonna like this. Shame there's no flanking. Come on, whale teeth. Unfortunately, we've lost our. God fucking damn it!
Wouldn't have made a difference.
17.
That hits.
Thank God. What does my whale teeth do again? Once we start rest on a successful attack, you can force a dexterity DC 15 strength saving throw. On a fail save, the target is knocked prone. Make me a strength saving throw. I'm gonna use Whale Teeth's special ability.
Not one.
Get on the ground.
How do you flavor it, by the way?
She just after she skitters her one leg away from me, I'm gonna reach for another and just completely punch in the knee, or I guess whatever counts as a knee, and just start wailing on it and just rip the leg off.
Roll damage, by the way.
Yep. Come on, 11.
Nice. You do so, snapping one of her legs off at the joints as she screeches in pain. Aaron,
For my bonus
sorry.
action.
My bad.
I am going to use my last Moxie point for the old 1-2 and get 2 fisticuffs. And I have advantage because she's prone. Come on. 21
Hit. Obviously.
for 11.
Come on.
Consistency.
Get a crit.
22.
Both hit. Alright, so 11 and...
7. So that is 29 points of damage in a grand total.
She ain't looking too good.
That is turn.
Clark.
Plaque.
Someone get the cleric up.
Sorry, I'm just... Alright, 1 second, pulling up lay on hands. Boop. Adanza is going to move lay on hands, you have a pool of healing power. Paladin level times 5. Okay, Alright, she is going to restore 15 points of HP to Ahran.
Bada 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 bing. So does that mean my death save failure goes away because I've been restored hit points?
Yes.
Okay.
You are
Prone.
yeah. You're prone, no actions next turn.
Good.
But yeah, she just says, "Not your time to die. Not your time to die just yet." Again.
Okay, you don't have to rub it in.
Oh my
Oh
God.
yes.
How do I do a crit check? Or whatever?
You don't need to
you
roll to confirm. That's Pathfinder.
My bad, I'm used to that. Level 1 smite again. What happens on a crit in D&D?
Double the base, so
damage.
26. You did 26.
Double the dice damage. Yeah.
26
no,
plus...
No. That's the 8. So he rolled an 8 on that dice damage.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's 8, 16
16
plus
5, so 21.
21.
Can you do some for me? And smite damage. 33 total. Oh wait, that's just my first attack.
Oh, that also applies to Oh my god. Okay, so I was about to say critical hits also apply to smites.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Oh.
Dice damage.
Oh fuck!
Another smite, please.
You can only use
Waiter,
smite.
waiter.
You can only use smite once per turn.
Yeah.
Is that the rule?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Reaction.
that 12 that he
Basically.
rolled previously became a 24. Smite.
She's not looking good.
And now for the second Faith Hammer Strike.
Are you sure that it's a reaction? It doesn't say anything here.
Yeah.
Starting on your. Hold on. Did they change it? When you hit a creature
Yeah,
with
no,
melee, you
well,
can
I don't
expend-
think it's on. I think it's on smite rules generally. Not. I don't think. I think it's one of those things that they're not going to clarify specifically on every single smite because it's just a rule for all of them.
Yeah, so no, the rule is when. So the Divine Smite class feature can be used whenever you hit. There is no once per turn limit.
I have been lied.
That
You
feels
are
kind of
think-
broken.
You are thinking of the Cleric's Divine Strike, which is sort of like a rogue sneak attack. The downside being for the Paladin's
No spell slots.
Divine Smite is they have to burn their spell slots to use it.
Fair enough.
And they don't get too many of those.
All right, just wreck this
All right.
bitch. All right. That's
So, hold on.
18 plus 5, 23,
Plus 20.
43. Oh, wait.
So
Sorry,
the
what is that?
previous one was 21 plus 24, which was 45, plus 18,
Is that 43?
1 second, 18. No, that was for the first roll.
In
was
total.
45. No, the first roll was 45.
The
The
first
second
attack
one-
did 45
I'm on the
damage.
second one. I'm on the second one.
Yeah, the second one is 18 plus 5, 23 plus 20, 43. So 43 plus 45, 80, 88.
How do you do it?
Oh my lord.
With the first strike, he'll aim for the leg, one of the legs to the opposite side of the one that Dirk ripped off. Break it off with the strike, and when she falls lower, Nyullrin will grab her by the neck and smash her face in.
Her legs kick and strike out in all directions. There is one last. She has one last fuck you, by the way. Everyone within. All right, dexterity saving throw, please. All of her legs stick out wildly, that like javelins and spears, going for each of your hearts.
Suck it.
Dirk, you pass. Nyullrin, you do not.
No. Does Bulin pass?
Neither of them do.
17 doesn't pass.
What?
Oh, he's got the plus
Oh yeah,
4
the
from
plus 4.
Paladin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then no, everyone passed. My bad.
No, I don't pass. The 13 with the plus, the 5 that's there calculates the final
Oh.
bonus.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Then no. Your mount's okay. Your mount's okay.
That's the important part in there about myself.
You're taking 6 points of piercing damage as one of her legs stabs you in the chest.
And Nyullrin doesn't even react, just looks down at it and breaks it off. Pathetic in life, pathetic in death.
Ahran picks himself up, dismisses his spiritual weapon. Well, I could have been smoother. Let's get the fuck out of this hellscape. Grabs her glaive.
It is oversized.
Yeah, fuck it then. Let's get the
How
fuck
big is
out of
it?
here. Oversized for a large creature.
Yeah.
I thought it might be sized for us because. Oh, did they get rid of the undersized weapons rule in 5e for Driders?
She is not a driver. Very similar
Okay.
though.
Okay. Alright, fair enough.
Either
Alright.
way.
Well, don't you look happy to see us?
I'm always happy. Well, I can say I have been pleasantly surprised to see that you all didn't die. I just came to wish you all well, and to give two parting gifts. You see him extend out a bundled cloth, towards whoever's closest.
Ahran will take it.
Go show that to Adanza when you get back, would you?
I'm guessing you've retrieved some of her old gear.
You see him just do like just shrug. And another thing. You see him just looks around. He looks around a little as he just says, "Tell her that Radames."
Sorry, you cut out a little bit there. Tell her that Rada what now?
Tell her that
Radames.
Radames is alive. Another person
Yeah.
who was in the vision.
Ah, alright. Will do. Alright. Don't want to tell her yourself. Afraid she won't believe you, or she'd be too busy punching you in the face to listen.
I have a very punchable face.
Hmm.
You see,
Yep.
as Adanza is approaching, her hand clenches into a fist as he just says, "Well, that's my cue." He backs up behind the gargoyle.
Ahran will toss her the bundles.
She grabs it. And I thought I took off the combat music.
You
Yeah.
did not.
You did not?
While they're all beginning to get near the portal, Dirk's gonna just take a look over the spider bitch and see if she's has anything good on her.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation. I
Ow.
will. Sorry. My bad. No, I don't think you actually need to roll investigation. I will. I'll finish up with this and then help you do what you found in loot.
Okay.
First, as Adanza takes the bundle, her eyes kind of look over it as she undoes a bit of the fastening on it. Within the cloth is a golden khopesh, engraved with runes along the length of the blade. As she grabs it, she hoists it up with a sort of fond remembrance on her face. You see her, she puts two fingers against the blade, runs them upward as she speaks a command word, as the blade catches a light.
Okay. Not bad. Mine doesn't glow, though.
I meant on fire. Not
Yeah, no.
Yep.
Mine doesn't light itself on fire, though. It would be terribly inconvenient for someone like me.
It's what this blade is very inconvenient for those who stand against it.
Mhm.
The flames die as she looks over to Dirk, who's currently looking over the body of the Spider Woman. Dirk, searching her form, you find several things of interest. One, I think they were called Webwalker's boots. Basically, you aren't affected by shoes that just don't mean you aren't affected by spider webs. Nothing too impressive, but still.
All right.
You do find her blackened chitinous crown. The headdress is rather ornate, a very fine front piece with a sort of black opal gem with two long horns on either side.
Nice.
Definitely worth a fair bit of money. And because you actually decided to investigate the body, when your hand goes over the glaive, it actually readjusts to fit your form.
I pick it up.
The blade is a sort of black metal with sort of red accents along it. There are some faintly glowing runes upon it. And it just feels really good to hold. Very well weight, kind of warm. Good weight, good weapon.
I'm not proficient in glaives.
No.
Dirk will look over to Nyullrin. Hey, what will you give me for this?
Is the glaive a martial weapon?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're a paladin. You should be proficient in them.
Oh, yes, I am. The next time you're bleeding out, I'll also make sure to charge you.
What?
It was a snarky comment. The next time you're bleeding out, I'll also make sure to charge you.
Really?
Because he asked, like, what will you give me for the glaive?
Ahran will say, we can worry about whose is what and what's is whose and how much money we'll get for the damn thing later.
Speaking of... Sorry. Dirk, as you're searching her form, you do find a small pouch filled with small black coins that seem to faintly glow.
How many coins?
Sorry, just reading, double checking real quick. Hmm. 6 in total.
Does Ahran have any idea what these coins might be? Some kind of demon currency?
Go ahead.
Religion.
You have a feeling these might be soul coins. A favored currency among demons.
So those are coins made out of some guy's soul, basically?
Yep.
Hell.
Interesting. Ahran will look those over. Soul tokens.
Was the soul destroyed in the process, or is it like...
Oh,
trapped in
no,
the-
they're still trapped in there.
Oh, yeah. Wait, let me see. Would you share that information, Aaron?
Probably not, considering he knows what you would do with that knowledge. As in, smash them free.
Fuck. Okay.
You know what? I'll have
shit.
Dirk roll.
How the f-
15!
Ahran and Dirk share a knowing look.
Ooh. Keeping these.
Yeah. Ahran nods.
While you are holding them, though, you do feel despair and rage within them. Kind of unnerving.
Creepy. These will fetch a
Definitely.
nice
Of course, the
price.
one guy who would actually free them doesn't know about it.
Like, Ahran might free them. He's kind of wondering, like, hey, hold on, we're missing souls. Maybe we can figure out maybe we can, I don't know, Frankenstein something or another? I don't know how this works. It's something to look into. And if they aren't of any use to us, then give them to Nyullrin and set them free.
No.
If they're not going to be of any use to us, do you really want to... Ahran is like whispering at Dirk. They're not going to be of any... I'll look into if any potential uses we can have. Outside of getting...
I'm sure they'll have their uses. Anything else?
You do find a few eggs. How you found them, I will leave to your imagination. You find 3 spiders' eggs.
Mm.
So, for how this would work in game, you throw one of these eggs down, it will spawn a spider that is hostile to all parties. It's pretty weak, but it could be useful for some chaos.
That's amusing. That just seems like the sort of weapon Dirk would use.
Alright, hold on.
Other than that, you do find a amulet around her neck.
Alright, any idea what that would do?
No idea. It does. As far as you can tell, it seems that it might just be jewelry.
Shiny money?
What does it
Yep.
look like?
Sort of very polished, shiny black metal, adorned some small gemstones.
Alright. Is that everything?
Yep, that's everything.
Alright, now we can get the fuck out of here.
Okie dokie.
Fuck this place, I'm out.
Yep.
Whoop! As you each leap through the portal, you feel the cold of Dagos's realm give way once again to the warmth of the material. Comparative.
The
In a
comparative
flash
warmth.
of light, you are returned back to. You all return back to the sanctuary.
Ow. Dirk just openly complains.
Yep. Aaron,
I
is,
don't-
Aaron very much agrees with that sentiment of ow. You know, Aaron is going to say as he turns to the prophet.
He's
Well-
he's not here. He is elsewhere. I was moving him.
Okay. Yeah.
Adanza does look to all of you guys and just says, "Coming for me was stupid, but thank you.
You're
I will
welcome.
not forget it." Now, where's the old man?
Up that way somewhere. Probably, I
You
don't
mean
know. Prophet, where are you?
I told you he was a fraud?
What do you mean he's a fraud? He fucking astral projected into the fucking realm of demons.
Yes, and then left us there alone with no instruction.
Yes, well, it worked out, I suppose. I'm still mad at him, but you can't say he was a fraud after astral projecting into a demon realm.
Ahead of you, you do see the prophet sitting at his stool, seemingly very pale. He does not seem in particularly good health.
Yep.
His gaze very slowly shifts towards all of you. He seems to try to speak, but his voice seems a little too hoarse and low to do so effectively. Adanza does kind of run ahead and kind of takes a knee beside him. The two exchange a very brief, quiet dialogue as you guys approach, ending with Adanza giving him the two sharing a very quick hug as you all arrive. You all did well. I apologize for leaving you so abruptly.
Well, it doesn't look like you had a much better time of it than we did.
Alas, no. There was a time such magic would not have put a drain upon me. Those times are gone.
I thought you were planning on regaining some measure of your strength in the material plane. Is that card not on the table anymore?
No, may not be. Not for a while.
Okay, so... Well...
When you freed Adanza, it triggered the mausoleum's defenses. I was sealed out. I could not see you. I could not aid you.
Well, one of your old... friends popped by. The one with the particularly treacherous father.
Janos. Adanza then kind of continues, and she just says, "It's more than that. Ramames is alive. They're likely torturing him for the location of the Bloodstone. Yes."
Wait, if he's alive, that means he's not in the demon realm, right?
Adanza just says, "I was."
Okay, fuck, we have to go back there again at some point. Yes, shave black feathers.
And what have you said you saw Janos? Tell me what happened.
Well, he showed up when after the Guardians sealed us in, waved his hand, snapped his fingers, said that, and implied that he had some measure of control over that particular part of Dagos' realm. And that he had to do some unpleasant thing.
He aided you?
Mm-hmm.
Curiouser and curiouser. I thought he had aligned himself with his father and his cult.
It seems likely that he might be aiming to be a sort of man on the inside.
Did he give any information on the seas and where he may be?
I don't believe he did.
No, he just said he's alive.
Not at all.
No.
Then we must find him and free him before the enemy learns of what he has hidden.
Oh, right. Do you want us to get on that too?
The prophet says... The prophet is silent for a moment. For now, leave me to my meditations. I will turn my mind to locate the seas. Until then, continue to lend aid to those who would stand against Dagos, his forces.
Alright. You'll contact us in the same way you did before.
He nods.
Right then.
I will call upon you all again when the time is right. For now, I will remain here, should you need me.
Alrighty.
Adanza looks to the prophet and just says,
Thanks for not leaving me. Do you have anything to eat? The man just gestures to a basket of fish to his side as she just kind of weakly saunters over and just takes one and just plops onto the ground. You were saying?
Alright. Yeah, no, Ahran will enjoy the fish. I suppose we should head back to town, meet up with your feline friend and her crew. This to Dirk is said. We should probably get back to the ship.
Oh, yes.
The prophet pauses a moment and looks to all of you. I would not do so. I cannot see. Wait, I cannot see that. Sorry, I sense that that there is a purpose for you on this island.
All right. We'll rent an inn. We'll rent a room at the local inn then.
He nods.
Why not just stay here?
You're welcome to if you want.
He looks at the tree and nods to himself like he thinks it's a good idea.
I, for one, would prefer a nice bed.
That would be
Being
nice.
near the elder tree is better than any bed.
Well, that's not exactly sacred to my goddess now, is it?
He shrugs.
Oh, I want that saber back, Adanza.
Yeah, Adanza just said. Adanza tosses it towards you as she just says, "I have a better one now." And she smirks. Hold. She looks down at her sword, with a lot, clearly some amount of pride and happiness to have it back. Probably the first time you guys have seen her smile. That wasn't like bittersweet, like just genuinely,
Happy smile.
Yeah.
Alright. Nyullrin, if you want to rest here in the cave, feel free to. Has Ahran ever been to Lund?
Maybe not.
Do you want me to roll something for this?
You can roll history to see what you know about it, or if
Yeah.
you it's
Basically, if I know if there's a good inn in Lund.
Yeah, I'll put it like Lund's the kingdom, Lenchester's the capital.
Okay, Lenchester.
Yeah.
Does Ahran know of
I'll-
a good inn in Lenchester?
Yeah, go ahead and roll history. I'll say this: you have a backstory that kind of gives you credence to kind of just say, "Oh yeah, I've been here before."
Right. Okay. Let's see.
So you can decide
17.
that. Yeah. You can decide if you've been here or if you just know of a good place.
Ahran stopped through into Lund once or twice. Or yeah, he's been in this town once or twice, just mostly as a stopover on various missions with his master. So
Is this kingdom an ally of the Empire?
It's within the Empire, yes.
Oh, it's part of the Empire.
yeah,
Yeah, it's on the continent. Everyone's part of the Empire.
yeah.
This whole left side of the map here is Empire.
All right. Yeah, like
Oh, damn.
even like
Except these guys. Except the Aarakocra.
right.
Oh wait, technically
Uh,
also. The Empire owns part of the Isles, not all of them.
All right.
Though they claim to, they don't practically.
So do you have? So what would be a good inn in Lanchester?
A good inn in Lanchester would probably be, I would say, the Green Dragon. Or sorry, the Jade. Yeah, Green Dragon.
We'll be at the Green Dragon Inn if you need to find us. It's a good place. Good ale, warm beds.
Very well.
Says that to Dirk.
Is Dirk coming with you?
Ale. Fuck yes. And Dirk will just start making his way out.
And Ahran will follow him. And once they are out of earshot of everyone in the cave, about those soul tokens you picked up.
Oh, fuck, you recognize them too.
Yes, I want... Now, I don't know if you know the situation we're in with most of our soul being missing and all. But I want to see if, I don't know, we could maybe find a way to reinforce our souls with these tokens, maybe as a temporary measure.
Why not barter our souls back?
I don't think Dagos is interested in doing business with us.
No, but one of his demons might.
I make it a policy to not bargain with demons. But
He just pulls out one of the coins.
Oh,
he just pulls out one of the coins. Demon currency.
I should clarify two very important things before we go forward.
yeah,
Soul coins are ridiculously illegal. So
yeah, super duper illegal.
the only way they are not illegal is if you are bringing them to a temple so that the souls inside could be set free.
Yes, like I'm not already carrying illegal shit.
Yeah,
We both still have red sand on us, my guy.
I know. I was just making it clear.
Look,
Red sand might get you locked up. Soul coins could get you killed.
Yes.
Your companion too, by the way. Nyullrin will definitely try and murder you if he finds out.
Yeah. Like Ahran's like, okay, maybe we can find a way to use the soul to temporarily bolster our own. Like, the invention of why don't we give the soul to a demon? Even Ahran's like, Dirk, no, we're not giving the souls of some random schmuck to a demon. Like, that's too far even for me.
So, you guys want to hear two fun things you can do with soul coins?
What are two fun things you can do with soul coins?
You can talk to them.
Alrighty.
You can psychically talk to the souls trapped inside.
Alrighty.
Perhaps.
Okay.
Perhaps later, after a long rest and a hearty drink.
I'm going to look into this. Maybe we can secure the assistance.
I didn't say what the second thing was.
Oh, what's the second thing?
Each soul coin has 3 charges of and basically you absorb a fragment of the soul and regain 1d10 HP. Or sorry, 1d10 temporary HP. It does not stack, however.
Okay. Ahran is going
After
to...
3 uses, you have destroyed the soul.
Yeah, Ahran is... He's less looking at alright, can I use up these souls? It's more, could I temporarily bolster my soul with these souls to keep sort of a temporary situation? He doesn't...
Fine.
Ahran is...
Here's 3.
Don't use them up for the love of all the gods.
I don't even know how to use them. I'm not magically inclined.
Okay. I might be able to figure out a way to bolster our souls, which have been a bit stripped down. But But ideally, it would involve the cooperation of the souls within the coins, who are still sentient and aware, by the way.
No, they're not aware.
They're still sentient, and
Yes.
you can talk, and can be spoken with
Telepathically.
telepathically.
Yes.
Mind you, don't go yelling at the coin.
Takes a
And
coin.
don't-
So,
Hello!
there is another important thing. Soul coins are very valuable.
Yes.
They are a extremely valuable illegal currency. But not only that. So how do I put this? One soul coin is worth probably close to 100 gold in the right circles.
Oh.
Is that a platinum piece?
That's like 10 platinum pieces.
Yeah. A single soul coin is worth like 100 gold in the right circle.
I was looking at Dirk.
What?
Don't spend them. Okay?
I'll try not to.
Those are people.
Fine.
Think of it like that. Those are ultimately people. What's left of people who have been tortured and shredded by demons. Suffered enough. Do you tell me? Would you trade in slaves?
No.
This is the same thing.
Yes, I get it. You don't need to
Okay.
repeat it in 5 different ways.
I'm sorry. I am cautious about this. What I might be doing here, alright? It makes me uneasy. Enjoy your drinks. I'm going to ponder the mysteries of the fucking universe until it's some bullshit.
Dirk's gonna shrug and just get some drinks.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that is a good place to call it for the night.
Alrighty. Yep. Yep, and the recording.